and then we're gonna get into the game. So, when last we left our heroes, you guys were informed that some heroes who saved the kingdom, or the duchy, pardon me, were going to be in the city in 3 days' time, and you really, really, really wanted to go and see it. But it's harvest time, and all of your parents collectively said that, you know, maybe next year, or maybe you can go when you take the harvest into town to sell it in a few weeks, but by then the festival will be over, by then the heroes will be gone, and so you decided to sneak out on your own and go to the city yourselves, and so off you went, your intrepid little heroes. You got lost in some corn, then you got lost in the woods, you met a couple of hunters, you met a farmer bro who was less of a bro to Connie. You found a spear. You fell into a ravine. Rock got his bow waterlogged and it's currently unusable. You camped. Found a fish. Found a pig. Got a tree knocked on you. A lot of you got hurt, but luckily Connie had a healing potion for just such an emergency, which y'all used.
And Pierce used, what was it you called it? Smallsby hand?
Smallsby's hand, yep.
To save the day.
And we come now to our heroes walking along the road on the evening of the second day. The sun is starting to set as the six of you are gathered. Rock is fussing over his bow, which the string is all fucked up, so he's trying to, like, tighten it, which he can't do. He doesn't have any supplies, so he's just fussing with it as you guys walk along.
Oh wait, hold on. I've got the twine, don't I? Are you able to use that?
No.
Okay.
Rock knows enough about archery to know that he needs something that'll hold its shape better than twine.
Okay.
So you need like wire or horsehair or like flax, jute, stuff like that.
Okay.
It'll do in a pinch, but it won't have any power behind it.
I was about to suggest unraveling some of the end of the rope.
Alright, Rock does let you all know that if he can't get his bow fixed, he can't go hunting. So,
did we try to gather berries and stuff again?
you could.
Yeah.
You've got maybe an hour or two before sunset. You're currently on the road, just walking through the woods. It's up to you how you want to proceed.
I think order of business should be food, and then hunt for something to fix the bow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could we use the spear to hunt?
Theoretically.
Assuming the aim is good enough, right?
Well, it's not a throwing spear, it's a...
Oh, it's a straight pole arm then, not a javelin.
Yep. I mean, you could throw it in a pinch, but think Aloy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, you have to use a tool like it we used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
I can stab.
who's our sneakiest boy?
That would
be Braden.
Yeah, that would be Braden.
By a long shot.
But this spear is gargantuan compared to him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gargantuan compared to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I believe Braden has the same strength as one of the same body as one of the orcs, Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But just from size, Salcom probably has a good 4 inches on Braden. And the spear is still big for Salcom.
That's true.
So it's probably like head and shoulders taller than Braden if you stood it on the ground. It's more like a lance than a spear for Braden.
Having actually wielded a lance.
It's a shame I don't have my pig to ride with it anymore.
I really don't think you could call that your pig. It wanted nothing more than to kill you.
and Pierce.
I mean, hell, if I really wanted to, I could have stayed the twine.
Mm.
Oh, one other thing. We did get those herbs.
You have the herbs. You have the smoked fish, or not the smoked fish, the cooked fish.
Yeah.
Aren't those herbs meant to be used like for?
Medicine, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to find like alchemy equipment to do anything useful with those.
We need a mortar and pedestal and all that.
No,
jazz.
you need an alembic, a boiler, several flasks.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a feat.
Connie has a mortar and pestle. She can't do anything with this. This requires like brewing.
Ah.
Which, you know, we're good, but we're not that good.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was bad.
What uh-oh?
What happened?
Why is that? Oh,
Bag Amzy, apparently.
I think Gamzit may have DC'd.
Yep.
dang it!
Everything's going wrong.
Anyway,
So, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, Gamzit's back. Bammed.
Am I
I
back?
mean,
Hi, Gamzy, welcome back.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, if y'all ask me, first of all, I think we should step out of the road and go a little bit into the woods and set up a little camp so we don't.
That's a good idea.
A little bit early for camp, but you can still do that if you want to.
There's no reason we can't, like, pick berries and keep an eye out on the way, you know, as we
Right,
travel.
well, right.
So you're gonna head off the road?
Yeah.
You're gonna head off the road on the left side or the right side. The left side goes up. It's not a continuous hill, but there's a ridge above the road that we'd have to climb up, and then it seems to flatten off. And on the right side is just forest.
Do you think a high point of view would be good for us?
Yeah, I was thinking we could see better up there.
Yeah, high ground is probably the best bet.
Something, I have the high ground.
Yes.
Indeed. Do we need to make any rolls to get up there, Kit?
Yeah. Everybody who are you climbing? Are you like walking along the road until you find a level spot and then backtracking? Are you like how are you scaling this little ridge?
In the hell.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna climb?
Climbing.
Move rolls from everybody. Connie, are you still hurt? Are you still tired?
I think she's still tired.
I think
yeah.
you're still tired, yeah. Does anybody have any conditions right now?
No.
No, because my injured condition got like cured
Right.
because boy.
Just a reminder, all of your luck resets because it's a new session.
Oh, that's right. I had 0 luck at the end of the last session.
I too had 0 luck.
There we
So
go.
is it move roll or?
Oh
Yep,
wait,
move
no, that
on.
was a force roll. My bad.
Oof.
Yeah, for climbing.
I just lucked it.
Can I like use that force roll to help them up?
Yes, actually.
Wait, what?
So I accidentally clicked force and it gave me 2.
Yeah. And so everybody is climbing, and Brayden just like looks over at Pierce, and like he does that thing where he like power stances, puts his hands down,
Oh, yeah.
and then Pierce
Do the
puts
whole
his
vault
yep, and then pushes him up, and then Brayden climbs up after him. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
Okay.
climbs up with no issue.
I would have loved to try that, but last time I tried something.
You almost
Last time
killed
you
someone
tried
in their
something, you
sleep.
dropped a tree on us.
Yeah.
You also almost killed Brayden in their sleep.
Yeah.
that's freaking
Five
4 successes.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Uh-huh.
I want to wake him up. Roll.
from the biggest character, like
Wake up, Tonk. Okay.
Wake up, dead.
okay, you guys are up on this hillside. You guys have all been in enough forest to know that like it's just a raised stretch of forest. There's probably about an 8-foot drop back down onto the road. That's all.
Yeah.
Still a drop.
It seems to continue in both directions for a while. Meaning both
Forage
directions of the
for
road.
Yeah.
Well, forage for food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would be a good forest thing? I think investigate.
Okay, I can do that.
I
I'll
want
go
to
for that.
search the trees for food.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
going to search for an animal that
I
I
got
can...
a success on investigate.
No luck here.
Wait, do I have to do investigate too?
If you're looking for food, yes.
Connie's gonna look for edible, tasty plants.
Can I go looking for an animal that I can like take care of to fix the bow?
Connie cannot find any edible, tasty plants.
No. You would need like
I mean, I think I found something.
yeah, you did. Hang on, Gamzee. Shit. Like, yes, Brayden, you can go look for an animal that you could use to fix the bow. The issue is, do you know how to tan?
Do what now?
You have to be able to tan leather or, work a sinew.
Yeah.
Would any of the other characters know?
Brockham
Because-
almost certainly would. The issue is time. It's not something that you could do easily out in the field.
Yeah, this is not something you can do on the move.
Fair enough.
I mean, it is if you're a grown-up with points in Ranger and you have tools with you.
Fair.
But you're not, and you don't.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I'll just look for animals.
Okay. What kind of animals?
Stuff to eat.
Fair enough. Yeah, make that. Whoa.
Dang!
Okay, so
Okay.
I investigator.
Jackpot.
Does he
Piers,
Animals?
you find
Yes.
some mushrooms that you're reasonably sure are edible. Gamzee, you find, or pardon me, Salcom, you find a bird's nest with eggs in it. And Brayden, you find a sheep.
Oh,
A sheep.
Yeah,
Who's
like a
down
sheep,
for mutton?
like a sheep.
First thing first, is there anything on it to identify that it's owned?
Make a perception's not a skill, is it?
No, you've got sneak, force, move, program.
Investigate would be the closest thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
make
comprehend or
make another investigate roll. Let's see. As you all find this sheep.
Well,
Yeah, it's got like probably like how did they do it in the old days? They probably like
a brand or something?
I was gonna say no, not for a sheep. They probably dyed part of its fur, something that'll wash out, but like colored it, right? So there's probably like a little bit of ochre, like around the head.
Piss.
Since Connie couldn't find any tasty plants, can I study that sheep?
You can study the sheep, yeah.
Can I see if I can turn into a sheep?
Make a wild shape roll.
Because if it's owned, I'm not gonna try and attempt to kill this thing. for
Well, I
food.
mean, it doesn't have like a bell. It doesn't have, and you're out in the middle of Bumblefoot nowhere, as far as you know. You have sheep form.
Form. Even
I
if
mean,
we
that's
don't
ju-
know,
that's
we
just
probably,
free.
It's
probably share a bit off of it.
It's like a slightly scrawny you with no horns. But you have sheep form. It's warm.
Sheep form.
Yay, cheap form.
oh wait, she can learn how to turn into animals by investigating them.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's a druid.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning things.
So wait, does Connie turn into the sheep when she tries to learn the
Yeah,
form?
she has to. So there's a puff of sulfur, and then there's now 2 sheeps. By the way, when the second sheep appears, the first sheep freaks the fuck out and takes off running.
Okay, this is my time. I would like to chase the sheep and stop it.
Brayden will also chase the sheep.
You're gonna chase the sheep and what, Gamzee?
And stop it.
Stop it, how? Connie, you are Connie again. You're very tired now.
I'm all glad.
Sorry. There's been a scared. Sorry.
Okay.
If I catch it, I will tackle it.
Okay,
There are
hang
2
on.
options there.
Gamzee, what is your objective with this sheep before Brayden makes a flying tackle with this other sheep?
Okay, there are two ways I can go about this. The logical way.
Tell
the
me what your
Gamzee,
objective is first.
to stop it from running from us so we can get food.
With blood? Or with just, like, shepherding?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like Gamzee way or logical way.
Because the thing about it is, like, Brayden is going to tackle it, so if you throw the spear, this is not going to go well.
Yeah, like
So, I want to throw Braden.
Oh god, that's all.
You can totally do that.
Right, okay, can I interject here? That is exactly the thing that happens in Destiny.
Okay, so
Just-
Gamzee,
Side note, Marvel, please don't sue us.
Gamzee, make a forceful roll. Make a force roll. And Brayden, make a move roll.
Are you ready, Braden?
If this
Oh, God.
works, I'm gonna just
No.
die.
I'm
oh shit!
I'm gonna look that.
Okay?
oh no.
I'm gonna look at.
Gamzee, you're gonna let that stand?
First plant.
Gamzee, you're gonna let that one success stand.
What would I need?
Yeah, you don't know.
Oh. Go for it.
Hint, reroll.
Scheiße.
No.
I'm gonna use another luck. You have to take the new roll, so you're at 0. There you go. And so the sheep runs off, and fucking Brayden starts running. How do you pick him up and throw him?
It's like back of the collar, the rim of the pants, like.
Just hit you.
See, it would be infinitely cooler if you just grabbed him by his ankles and flipped him forward, and he fucking Robin Hooded in front of the sheep. That'd be dope as hell.
Yes.
And they're kids, so that's what they would think happened.
It's up to you. It's up to you how you throw him, but
I mean, there's the worst case scenario where I grab him by the back of the head and just baseball chuck him.
we need to know how you do it.
I mean, I was thinking that you hold me like a spear and chuck me, and I've just got like the knife in my teeth. I've got just like knife in. Ready.
Okay. So you throw Brayden like a spear. Brayden, you flip through the air and you land in front of the sheep. And the sheep is, like, terrified. But there's about a split second before it runs in a different direction where it's just like, what the fuck? Where did you come from? As it, like, skids to a stop and does that thing where it's trying to get its hooves under itself. If you want to just, like, grab it, you can make a force roll.
Yes, grab. Grab it and pin it to the ground.
This poor sheep.
So you just gotta fall on
The
it,
sheep is gonna
basically.
be traumatized.
So you like hit the ground with the sheep under you. It's thrashing and making a shitload of noise as the others run up.
Take the knife out of my teeth and stab it in the neck.
Oh god!
Okay, yeah. So you cut the thing's throat. It bleeds out. You are covered in sheep blood. Absolutely covered in sheep blood. It takes about 2 minutes before it dies.
I was gonna say it's not a slow death.
It had like get up drenched in blood, like that thing that a kid does when they walk with like all their
And you
arms.
said the entire group ran up to this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pierce's probably
Squeed out.
freaked out very much.
I mean, you have an armful of mushrooms. You can bury your face in them.
It's gonna be more than mushrooms in about 2 seconds, I assume.
Yeah. Let's get buzzed, buzz.
On the plus side, now you have a dead sheep and a lot of mushrooms and a bird's nest with eggs in it.
And wool.
Lot of food and
Lots of wool.
and
Do we
the
have
fish.
anything to shear it with?
And we have.
You have a
and we
knife.
fish.
I have my knife.
And a machete.
Okay.
I have
Let's
my
get some
machete.
wool.
Let me. Yeah, I want to use my machete to shear it.
Does anyone have a sack or...
We made a basket in the beginning, remember?
Yes, it's full of fish.
Yes.
I have a blanket.
You just want to carry it in your blanket?
Sure.
Okay. So you start shearing the sheep.
Tie it up like a bindle stick. A very puffy bindle stick.
Yeah,
It's
you get a bunch of wool, a bunch of loose wool in your blanket, and you have about an hour later, as the sun is starting to go down, you get a naked sheep.
I would say we start making camp, and Braden will go find somewhere to get the blood off of him.
Are you looking for
Maybe a small pond or something. Just
okay?
a body of water.
So I just point out the fact: what has happened to you every single time you've gone off by yourself?
I'm going with him.
Shenanigans ensued.
Thank you.
Something's happened, but it's not always been bad.
Yeah, so Salcom and Braden are going off to find water. You probably need to fill up your canteen anyway. What are
Yes.
the rest of you doing with this sheep? I remind you, the two boys with blades just left.
I obviously leave the blade with them.
You're leaving the knife.
Yes.
Okay.
Tiny Pierce now has knife.
Why did you take the knife, Squick Boy?
I'd hand it to someone else immediately.
Lawrence will hang on to it for the moment.
Okay, what are you doing with the sheep? What are all of you doing to make camp?
I was going to start gathering wood to build a fire and,
Okay. So Lawrence is going to gather wood.
Start working on the sheep.
Well, hang on. So Lawrence is going to gather wood. Salcom and Braden are going to go find water. Connie?
Connie is going to look for a spot to put the lean-to, and then realize, wait, the lean-to is full of wool.
Yup.
I guess she's gonna help look for firewood.
Okay, Connie's going to get firewood. Pierce?
Yours is You can't think of anything to do.
There's a lot that needs done.
There is.
Practically none of you have said anything useful currently.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a fair point.
What?
You got a fair point.
What? You cut out of it.
He's got a fair point. We haven't really said that we're doing anything that would be dramatically.
Like, water is good, firewood is good, but
You could start looking for rocks to build the fire.
you could.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess-
once we get back, I want to jimmy rig a thing with my machete and some sticks to cook food.
We'll worry about that in a minute. So, Pierce, what are you doing?
I mean, you could use some of the wool to make comfy, somewhat bedding.
How?
I don't know.
Somehow.
I guess. Yeah, I guess Pierce would look for stones to make a fireplace. I can't really think of
Because
anything
you're gonna get
else.
stones for a fire break. As you're leaving, Lawrence, Rockham says, "Give me the knife. I'll stand guard."
I mean, yeah, I'd hand it over.
Yeah, Rockham takes the knife and he'll watch over the because Rockham also has the war horn, so you guys can all come back to Rockham,
Yeah,
and so he can just stand guard over the sheep
there's a little guy point.
as you guys separate to go about your businesses. Braden and Salcom, who is leading?
I would say that depends on what you need for the role.
Yeah,
Who is leading?
probably me since I'm taller, so I'd be able to see.
Yeah, so Salcom, and you're looking for water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make an investigation roll.
I see. I knew I should have lied.
Okay.
I
You wanna let that-
can't look at that. I only have 2 left.
I mean, you absolutely can look it.
I mean, I'm not going to.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are... How long are you walking for?
I mean, I'd walk for, let's say, a couple of minutes, realize he doesn't know where he's going.
You wouldn't
Try and
realize that.
Okay.
You wouldn't realize that until I tell you.
Right, okay. Walk for like maybe
5
10
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
What, Salcom?
I was just throwing out maybe 5, but
You're
5 minutes.
gonna reevaluate if you don't find water in 5 minutes in an area that you have no idea where the fuck you are.
That's a fair point.
Why I said 10. Maybe
Yeah,
about 10.
10 sounds a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, so about 10 minutes later, you guys have not found any water. To be fair, you just picked a random direction and started walking.
Yes. Can I try and find water then?
Sure, how do you find water?
Hold on. No, I've just got a red text box saying that my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Oh, that's fine. That's just Roll20.
Okay.
Your Discord's
Got
fine.
it too.
Can I check the ground to see if there's if it's damp in a certain direction?
You're in a
Because
forest.
water spray. Good point. I don't know. How would you try and find water in the forest?
Fun fact, this is how people die.
Divine.
And how people die?
Not knowing how to find water.
Follow the animals.
You killed it!
Let's look at
Connie,
it.
if Connie were
seems
there, she would suggest looking
awesome.
for cattails.
Because I know, for what ways where the sun rises with the lichens on trees, if it's pointing in a certain direction, that's where the sun rises.
Yep.
To get your bearings.
Yep.
I should know this stuff. I've done biology.
But it doesn't help you find water.
True.
What if we,
To be
looked
fair,
at
finding water is fucking hard.
What if we looked for animal tracks or something?
No, we'll be more likely to find an animal looking for food.
Yep.
More. Fuck it. Drink the blood of the blood of the sheep.
I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of iron though.
Although, in fairness, you spilt most of it in the dirt.
Yeah, and on myself.
And on yourself, but you can't really drink that.
I mean,
I tell you what, Delta, if you want to give me a fate point, I'll give you a hint. A luck point, rather.
Okay, I'll make that a trade.
Okay.
Luck point. Go.
The best way to find water, if you have no idea where the fuck you are, is to get as high as you can and look for sparkle.
We're on a hill.
Yeah, but so is everything else. You're not on a
yeah.
hill, you're on a raised area.
Okay.
If
It's not that you're on a hill, it's that the road is lower.
Fair enough. Well, we're in a forest, so climbing a tree wouldn't really help. Unless the trees are spread out enough.
bird.
what if I throw him again? But
The odds of you throwing him randomly and him landing in water are
No.
astronomical.
no, hang on.
No,
Just throw him
think
straight up.
Throw me straight up and I use my cloak as a parachute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll throw him straight up and he can look for a clearing with water.
This is how you break your legs, but sure, we can give
No,
it a
I'm
try.
not doing that. I do not agree to this.
There is a safer way to do this.
I don't agree to this, no. I would like to keep some of my luck points for now, thank you.
Thing called bird.
They're 10 minutes away from you. Shut up, wizard boy.
That's really the only option is to climb a tree.
You want to climb a
And
tree?
I climb a tree and try and find a.
That's a move roll. Hey, yeah. So Sonkum, you're just starting to piece together what you need to do, and you glance over and you're like, "Hey, maybe we should." And Brayden is like a squirrel, just up a tree.
You know, I didn't know orcs could read minds. Pretty rude.
Brayden, make a comprehend roll.
Comprehend. No.
And you don't see any sparkles.
What's that?
You could do a rain dance.
You could try dowsing.
I mean, would I douse?
No, you would not know a rain dance. That's the joke.
Uh-huh.
That's
I don't know. I suppose we can
okay.
let it jump back down and say, don't know, kind of.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna jump back down. Make a body roll. You were fine until you said jump.
No.
I say jump. I mean, let's scurry down the
Too
tree.
late.
Check.
Make a body roll.
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah. So you jump.
No. Look at. I'm not having any injuries.
You were saying.
I was gonna say just, that's your luck tonight, or lack thereof.
God.
So you jump, so you climb the tree, you don't see anything, you're just like, well, nothing there. You go to push off the tree, the branch snaps. And there's a very brief oh shit, and then Salcom, Brayden is on his face in front of you.
Just
I can just imagine I can imagine that Looney Tunes
Yes.
thing where it's like a face plant that legs are up in the air.
Yes.
Try to fly.
He wasn't flapping fast enough.
I saw a GIF of a D&D game last night. It was a short video. It was about a minute long. I have no context for it whatsoever. But it was like this. It was a bunch of people on Discord and Roll20, and one of the characters rejoined the party by quote coming back to the material plane. Hang on. The player failed his save to go to do the portal magic safely. Ergo, the player got up, stepped away from his webcam, jumped and screamed into the range of his webcam, and face planted on his floor, sat up and went, "Hi guys!" I pissed myself. I was laughing so hard. It was
Okay, that's dedication.
Yes, it was incredible dedication. I will try to find that clip for you guys. I don't have any context, but it was
Please do.
incredible.
Please find it. I want to see it.
Please find it. It's great.
After hearing what Sockham say, did you try and fly? You just hear a muffled no.
Well, then why are you laying on the ground with your legs in the air and your face in the dirt?
On the plus side, the dirt is damp.
Okay.
The dirt is damp, but that might be the sheep blood.
It might be your blood
Okay,
in the missing teeth.
here's the game plan. Sockham.
I thought that was the game plan.
Sockham, being the big old boy he is gonna hold the spear in both hands, raise it to the sky, and do some nonsense dance, thinking he can summon rain.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dear.
Oh hell.
You know what? Just for funsies, Gamzee, make
Oh,
a
no.
charm roll. You need 4.
If it works, I will be stunned.
If it works, I swear to God, I quit.
If it works, you're taking a level of druid.
I can just imagine you come back.
See how much
No,
heart
you
you
just
have on this character?
I need a second to pray to RNG.
Yes, you do. You need to fucking sacrifice a goat to Nuffle for this to work. Can you even get 4 successes on a heart roll? Is that a thing that you can do, Gamzee?
I have no idea.
How much?
How much heart do you
It comes down
have?
to your attributes.
I have 5.
So yes, in theory.
It could work.
The thing.
It's not gonna work, but
Roll up, roll up.
Alright, I'm giving up sugar for the week if this works.
Don't hold you to it.
That's a
Yeah, we will.
guarantee. You hear me up there?
nope.
Oh,
Joy.
Do you want to luck it?
I have.
Luck it, luck it, luck it.
Luck it.
Whoa! What?
Oh!
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
I deserve something for that.
I was gonna say, do we want close enough for government work here?
Make the last roll if you want to. I have to call that a fail.
Oh.
With 3 successes, I will give you like a distant peal of thunder, but it's coincidence.
I mean, I would I would have let one drop of rain hit him, and that was it.
If you roll a 4, I will straight up give you like the spell.
What if I
Summon
force
rain?
Brayden to help me?
Nope.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna run out of luck.
Nope.
Oh.
No joy.
So great.
Nope.
So great.
So yeah, so
I mean, 3 alone is amazing.
yeah, 3 alone is amazing, but not quite there.
Alright, well, good news is I don't have to give up that cookie I have downstairs.
Always the optimist guy, Gamsey.
No, you wouldn't have to give it up. Just stash it until next week.
Yep.
Ew, we call cookie.
I was legitimately going to surrender all forms of sugar full week if that worked, but
Yeah, but no.
Well,
So yeah, so you're doing a nonsense dance and nothing happens.
I'm
Brayden-
now picturing him just doing the cat and I go.
As he's doing
the Macarena.
dance.
No, he's doing
Brayden-
no. You collective dinguses. He's doing the thing from Dark Souls.
Yes.
Which thing from Dark Souls?
God, yes, please.
Look up the cleric staff from Dark
I
Souls
love how you
2.
knew exactly what I was doing.
Oh, duh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's doing that.
As Sockham's like doing the dance, Brayden like gets up and like visible confusion watching him doing it.
Like, what in the unholy shit?
Yeah,
Unless, what the fuck?
you hear a distant peal of thunder. He did get 3
Well, I guess I'm not a druid.
yet.
Yet being the operative word.
What is he? Like, at this point, he's a druid, barbarian, bard.
Bard, yeah,
I'm already a barbarian.
true.
Okay, so onward for the quest for water.
I would like to point out that rain would probably be a bad thing for the entire group throughout the night.
Yes.
Aside from the water.
Yes, however, that was not going to stop Sockham from trying. So while they're off on their fruitless quest to find water, Connie and Lawrence, you guys are looking for firewood.
Yep.
Easy investigate rolls. It's a forest, and yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you
Plenty.
guys find some firewood easily.
Get that set up and wait for Pierce to come back with a stone so we can, corner
Pierce?
it off.
Okay, investigate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem.
Pierce probably
There's
has
a
the
rock,
stone circle
there's a
set
rock,
up by the
there's a
time you
rock.
get back, yeah.
Yeah. So, Lawrence will happily light that up.
Roll it. Make that firebending roll. Oh yeah. You have a nice crackling fire that you've already cleared the spot away for. Rockham has cleared some of the branches overhead out of the way, so you guys can have that.
Pierce
And,
probably is still amazed by that fire spell.
oh yeah. And as Lawrence is heading to the sheep, Salcom takes his bowstring off of his bow and stretches it all the way out around the fire. Stretches it now that it's supple, he'll stretch it until it's super taut, and then he'll just cut what he doesn't need and dry it out that way. But this takes a while. Connie and Pierce, what are you two doing while the older kids are working on?
Before we get to that, I got a question.
Yo.
For future reference, I had a thought. Can Pierce try to learn other magic he sees other people doing, or does it take?
Yeah, you have a spell book.
Yeah.
You can write down magical theory.
Okay.
But what Lawrence does isn't a spell.
I know. I'm just that made the thought pop in my head, so I just wanted to know. For
Yeah,
future.
absolutely. You're a wizard.
Yes.
Hell, you probably know how to copy, like, magical... Like, if you got a hold of your mom's spellbook, you could probably copy the spells correctly.
Okay.
The hard part is getting a copy of the spellbook.
Yeah.
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 Pierce is probably showing Connie the mushrooms that he found and asking her if they're any good.
Connie, make an herbalism check.
Herbalism.
Hey, Parrish.
Hi, Parrish.
Hey,
Hi,
PB, I
Parrish.
sent you a private message, Parrish. If you could get back to me on that, that'd be great. Yeah. The good
hello
news is
in
the
the
mushrooms are edible.
What's the bad news?
They're too young.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
These might upset your stomach.
Yeah.
That's
It's
dead.
it's risky.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'll give you a stomachache.
No reason to. I have a dumb question.
Well, it's somebody else's scene, but go on.
Oh, never mind.
What is it?
I was gonna say, like, what capabilities does Connie have at her disposal as a druid?
Wild shape and her herbalism training.
Oh.
How long would it take me to work through the sheep?
Work through the what?
How long would it take me to work through the sheep?
I will be having you roll to find that out.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
But in the meantime, Connie, what are you doing about the mushrooms?
See, here's where the problem is. Connie knows about these mushrooms, but I have very little idea about mushrooms.
Right, you pass the roll. They're probably edible, but they're a little bit on the young side. They're not gonna kill anybody, but they might make, like, because Pierce is so young, it might make Pierce a little bit sick. The boys are probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, you can eat them, but it might give you a stomachache. Just a heads up.
Okay.
You picked them too soon.
Like,
Good find, though.
the twins probably won't even notice.
They'll just eat it.
Brayden
they'll
probably won't
they'll just chow
notice.
down.
But Pierce is human and, like, 6.
Yeah, 8. 8, actually.
Okay. If he's 8, then maybe not so bad.
Might get a little queasy.
Yeah. But no queasier than you would be out in the woods again.
Right.
Yeah.
With no water to clean them.
No more queasy than I was when he stabbed the sheep.
Yeah. So yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
As for what Connie wants to do afterwards, I'm torn between two options.
Okay.
Since the boys couldn't find any water, she could either go look for cattails, which is a sign of like underground springs in a forest, or she could try and do something with this wool.
So here's the thing, Connie. It's getting dark. If you need to find
Yeah.
water, you need to find it quickly, and you're the fastest. Because the magpie can't see in the dark.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Tired.
I'm gonna go look for cattails.
I mean,
She probably couldn't dig up the water that evening, but they go get it in the morning.
you have an even faster way, Connie.
How? How do?
Find Sparkle.
Or that.
But I mean, if you want to do the cattail thing, you can. Just remember that you're tired.
Yeah. I don't want to risk her being that tired to do the shapeshifty thing. I'm just gonna look for the cattails.
Okay. So Connie fucks off into the woods to go find some cattails. Lawrence,
Yeah.
I'm going to need a roll from you. I'm going to need a tinker roll from you.
Tinker. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a good bit to get through this sheep. You gotta like you can do it, but it will be dark by the time you get something over the fire, and then even longer to cook it.
We have leftover fish.
I mean, the meat's gonna spoil if you don't do this.
Yeah, that's not a problem though. I mean, we can at least nom on the fish and maybe the mushrooms and while the sheep cooks.
Right. It's not a matter of you starving. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna take you a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think it's doable.
Yeah, totally. So you get to work on the sheep. There's a lot of wet squelching. Pierce, if you want to follow Connie, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Connie.
Salcom, how long are you going to do your dance? Because it's starting to get dark.
Just cut over, cut back. He's still going.
Already.
No.
See, if you looked in the chat, I said I was thinking for a second I'll do a new dance and try to summon a water elemental. But that's just
no.
stupid.
Oh no.
Well, do you know what a water elemental is?
No.
At that point, he would just be trying to summon a large sum of water. But that
Yes, let's flood the forest.
not getting anything. I know that's the one that I get the critical.
Do we really want the flame in the flood?
But no, at the point of the failure, Sakum would just look at Braden and go, "That didn't work. Time to head back and see what the others have done."
You have any idea where you are?
Oh no.
I mean, we're not walking a straight line.
Funny thing about walking in a straight line in the forest, that's really hard to do.
It's next to impossible.
Follow the tracks to get back.
Follow the what?
Follow our own tracks to get back.
Make a comprehend roll, let's see.
Because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Comprehend roll.
Both of us?
Yep.
Retrace your steps.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys start heading back to camp, no problem. Connie, I'm going to need an investigate roll from you and Pierce if Pierce is helping.
Pierce is helping. Pierce help.
Unfortunately, you do not find any cattails.
Oh.
You can luck it,
I have 7 luck, I'm gonna luck it.
but one collective success is not going to do it.
You have 7 luck.
I will also look it.
Investigate. Oh no, I'm gonna look at that again.
Okay. There you go.
There we are.
Okay.
So, minus 2 luck points.
And so it's getting dark and it's getting hard to see, but just like Connie, as you're getting ready to say maybe we should head back, Pierce, you do spy some like rushes, more or less nearby.
Honey, I see a few over there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, good job. Good job. She's gonna run over to them.
Okay.
Bump, bump, bump.
What the hell are you going to do, little tiefling Goral?
Probably trip and fall on her face again.
So, where's the water?
Down. We gotta dig it up.
Okay.
Can
Can I see if I can turn into like a mole or something?
We established what your forms were before the game started.
Alright.
And also, quick question, Connie. What are you going to carry the water in?
Crap.
Because I'm the
Don't we have the bottle from the empty potion, or do we still have some of that?
Oh yeah, I guess you would. Still have the
Yeah, you do have a
empty
few potion vials, that's true.
We also have a canteen.
You're not there.
Yeah, I know we're not, but
And even then, a canteen isn't enough to clean off Braden.
I mean, at the same time, we still have to dig it up.
True.
Maybe I can do something with magic?
An owl hoots.
It's getting kind of dark. Maybe we should come back to this in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Mark the spot.
I mean, you can try. Just we should probably head back soon.
I guess I can try to mark it.
Pierce, you can't see shit.
I sure can't.
Like, Connie, you can see in the dark. Because tiefling.
Right.
But Pierce, you are effectively blind. The sun's going down very quickly.
Quick question.
Yo.
Do some spells give off an innate amount of light at all?
Do what?
Like, things that glow or whatever.
Bioluminescent?
Yes, doesn't, like, Mage Hand have a little bit of glow to it at all, or nothing?
Yeah, Smellsman's hand is a glowing purple thingy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cast anywhere near, like, a flashlight or a torch, but yeah.
Yeah,
It'll keep you from running into a tree.
cast it to see if it'd dig up a little bit of dirt, and then maybe notice it if it worked.
Alright, cast your spell.
Yeah.
Except you spawn the Smolsby's hand. The little purple thing is like floating beside you. And what are you trying to do with it?
A little bit of light, I guess, a tiny bit,
To do what?
to be able to see.
To get back to camp.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Connie can lead you back to camp, that's no issue.
Yeah, but I was going to mark the spot a bit.
How?
Draw a large X in the dirt. I don't know. I'm
I mean, okay.
breaking
I mean, you could
branches
try-
overhead.
I mean, you could try just digging with Big B's hand. Small
Yeah.
B's hand, rather.
Hey,
That's
just
what I
make a
was
big ol'
going to do,
divot.
but you said it was late. Yeah.
Even so, you could get started a little bit, and then it'd be easier to spot
The
on the way
issue,
back.
if the issue is how do you find it tomorrow?
That is the issue.
And the
I would
question
say
is,
mark a tree, but Connie forgot to bring anything sharp and pokey. Unless there would be like a utility knife in the
There is not.
herb kit or something.
Can I, like, take a stick off a tree and just draw a path back to camp? Like, in the dirt?
Funny thing about forest, there's not a lot of loose soil.
True.
It's a lot of hard back.
I mean, you can certainly try, but the odds of it being effective, you're an 8-year-old, it's nighttime, you're using a stick, you're far from camp. Like,
And we need to get back.
Oh god, my cat's in the closet.
what did he say?
Something about my
Oh my
cat in the
god,
closet,
oh god, my cat's in the closet.
which probably means cables.
Okay, so
Okay, I'm back.
the
What are you doing? Pearson
can't
Connie,
use-
what are you doing?
I can't really use the magpie to, like, remember the spot because it can't see.
Right.
Could have it sit there all night.
That's true. But how am I going to get back to it?
Tell it to remember the spot when it can see, and then come back to you.
It would be
That-
it would be much easier for the magpie to find you than for you to find the magpie.
Okay,
Here's the thing, just a fair warning. It looks, smells, moves, feels, all of that stuff like a magpie. It's nighttime in the forest.
Yeah, the magpie.
I
Might
don't
be,
want it to get poof.
Yeah, you're looking at
sitting down.
very likely to be poofed.
you could have it sit nearby tree. And
Would it, hang on, would
Wouldn't
it
say that.
remember?
Then you would still have to worry about owls.
Among
Yeah.
other things.
Would it what, Nightfall?
Would it remember that spot upon being unpoofed?
Yeah. Like if you repoof it, it doesn't lose anything.
Okay.
Might be a bit annoyed with you.
Yeah. He'd talk with his familiar for a little bit. Quiet whisper.
Make a
You could
familiar
also
roll.
probably. You could also probably have him like fly straight up and see which direction he's in from camp.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because there's fire and he can see fire.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Make a familiar roll. Oh yeah. Lavina goes straight up and comes back down a little bit later and starts leading you toward camp.
Okay.
Nice.
Connie would probably have to drag Pierce along because he can't see.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, about the same time, Brayden and Salcombe and Connie and Pierce all come back to camp. Nice of you to join us, Brightwind.
Oh, hello.
How you doing, Bright?
Hey, Bright.
Hey, Bright.
You guys are camping in the forest. I had Salcombe, or I had Rockham drying his bowstring, by the way.
Okay. No, something came up right before showtime, but we're good
Yeah,
now.
no worries. So you guys are all back at camp for your second night together. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta go AFK briefly, but we'll keep the stream active. Just talk amongst yourselves and further the plot.
Yay.
Okay.
So everyone, Braden tried to fly.
How'd that work out for you?
How'd that go?
You tried to fly?
You tried to what?
I thought you were looking for water.
Braden puts his face in the sand and says, I wasn't trying to fly, I was climbing the tree to find water.
And then I turned around and you were face down in the dirt.
The tree snapped.
Oh.
Well, we found where there would be water.
Well, that's some good news.
Flores looks up at that and says, "Oh, awesome! That'll help.
The problem
Only-
is it's underground, so we have to dig for it.
It
We'll
won't
make
take
that work."
How far do we
between
need
me,
to dig?
between me and Rock, it wouldn't take too long.
And I can use my magic to help dig.
But wouldn't the
Cool.
water be all, I don't know, dirty?
I mean, we could filter it, but we have the charcoal
what?
from the campfire. I mean, a
That'd
blanket
work.
to put the charcoal on.
That'd work.
I don't know what that word means.
Bright to bring you up to speed of some things that have happened.
Oh yeah.
Braden got flung like a spear off of Sockham, landed on a sheep, and we now have mutton.
We now have wool as
better.
well.
Oh, this is the point where I'd be jimmy rigging something to cook the eggs.
Yes.
Yes,
Um, Also,
Also,
Right.
sure.
true.
Brayden climbed a tree to look for water, and
Faceplant into the dark.
then I think it was Sockham tried to do a rain dance and almost
Yes.
succeeded.
Almost succeeded.
You're so
Oh, yeah.
close.
Hey, Connie. Hey, Connie. I stepped in your territory a little bit. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Well, my mom once told me that your ma is Rock. What did she say it was called?
This is
Oh.
probably not what you.
Oh, she said it was something to do with nature, and you guys could make nature do stuff. I tried to make it rain.
Oh, I don't know how to make it rain.
Oh,
I just turn into fluffy things.
oh,
Fluffy things?
fluffy things is useful stuff.
As a side note, I just had a realization.
Hmm.
Connie can go sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regular shearing. You just became stupidly valuable to the
What
entire
happens if you-
village.
I said that as soon as she got the
Oh
phone.
my God!
I want to bring up a point.
I get to ask Kit Druid questions.
What happens if you
Oh,
shear?
able to
goody.
send.
What if you shear and then turn back to normal? Will you just not have any hair? How does that work?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
Yeah, we gotta ask
You're
it
good
when we get back.
Yeah, we have
Here's-
questions for Kit.
Here's the realization I had.
Or just no skin?
In our story, who was the
That's not
person
how that works.
who initially presented, maybe we could just go ourselves?
Wait, what?
I think
Oh, yeah, that was
think it-
Connie.
Uh-huh.
That was Sockham.
Oh, jeez.
And then who picked up little wizard boy to take him along? Who nearly killed everyone? I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Who stole a pie off a windowsill?
Who also almost killed the entire party.
We all make mistakes. Some more deadlier than others.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, when was the last time we got any update on where the bird was?
Which one? There's two.
There's three if you
Mama
count
I was
Connie.
gonna say there's three, but
The mama bird.
Pierce hasn't looked for it yet.
Kit, we have questions.
All right, I'm back. What's up, guys?
we want to
got
hear the druid.
Yo,
I'm summarizing.
what happened?
We want to hear the druid.
What would happen to them as a person if we sheared them as a sheep?
Nothing.
Did you lose all their hair, or
No, but it would fade away because it doesn't technically exist.
Oh, okay.
Terrible people. And we
Well,
could
there goes the infinite
walk
ruler.
into a town, sell the wool, walk out of the town, and then have Connie turn back.
pretty sure they're faster than us?
I mean, that's a good way to get annexed from a town.
It's a good way to never be invited back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we do it at any town that we'll ever return to.
Or at least wait 6 months.
What other ones are there?
Realistically, Gamzee, you are, as an adult, about a day away from your home. Every town around here is someplace that you're going to return to.
That's a very fair point.
Like, you are the equivalent of in the suburbs right now. Like,
Okay, so we're pretty much Ed, and Eddie, and
yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
I like that.
That's a
I like
very
that.
good analogy.
Yes. And also, none of you have a concept of money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
was
Except apparently
thinking-
Pierce.
And Braden.
Fair.
Well,
I was
Braden.
thinking
Even then, it's
practicality.
probably a basic.
Braden has a
understanding.
concept of value, not necessarily money.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bit of a difference, but yeah.
Most of you have a concept of value, but only Pierce has a concept of coin.
Yup.
Fair enough.
I was just thinking practicality. I mean,
So why
Got
do
it.
you want to share the druid? I'm confused.
the original idea was Connie poofs in the sheep. We shear Connie as sheep. We have wool.
You have
Wool is
wool.
practical and useful.
We
How
can
are,
make
you,
sweaters out of it.
how are you going to lug all of this wool?
I mean, we don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, be like, well, let's
Yeah.
go back to the village.
Yeah.
It was more of a thought than something we were actually going to do.
I
One
mean,
afternoon in the watchtower,
yes,
Okay.
like all things. There's a joke in there about one afternoon in the watchtower, all of you taking turns on Connie, but but what I
No, thank you.
was going to say was your grand probably knows a way to make that useful, actually, but you don't.
Okay, next druid question. If Connie turns into a sheep, gets sheared, turns back into Connie, and then back into a sheep, is she still sheared?
No.
Okay.
but the wall disappeared.
Another question about Connie being sheep. Does she still have that like dye on
No.
the?
I mean,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
She looks like that sheep.
Ah.
I include.
It's not that she's turning into a sheep. It's that she's turning into that sheep. That's what a lot of people don't get about wild shape. Even in Dungeons and Dragons, like typical wild shape is you see an animal, you learn that animal, you turn into that animal. If you turn into like a runty grizzly bear, and guess what you are every time you wild shape into a grizzly bear?
A tiny grizzly bear.
Yes.
So if you see a dog that has like a scar across its face, and you learn to become a dog from that, you will always become the dog with a scar across its face.
I actually never knew that.
Unless you have a different dog form, yes.
Huh.
Interesting.
Right out of the player's handbook, guys.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean,
I legitimately never knew that.
Yeah, most people don't bother reading stuff.
I still don't have.
I never played D&D, so.
We'll fix
Does this surprise you, Kit?
I still don't have the book, so this is very educational for me.
$20 on Humble right now. You can get all the Pathfinder rule books.
There you go.
Ooh.
$500 value for 20 bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be jumping on that next week with paycheck. So.
It's got about a week left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, week and a half.
Braden passes around the canteen for water. If
You
anyone
do not have enough for everyone.
So who goes without water?
Braden will.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Lawrence will deal.
Okay, so the little kids get water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sock will live.
I guess we'll just.
Oh yeah, I wanted to jimmy rig a setup so I could cook the eggs. Do I have to roll for that?
It's called a flat rock.
Flat rock over fire.
That's a
Don't
good
we
point.
still have the pie pan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
might get scorched, but
I mean, it's a pan. Like it. I would assume.
Fair.
Why would you get rid of that? Like it's not like a disposable foil sheet. It's a pan.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not. It's definitely not aluminum either.
No,
not
it's
not
iron.
a
Maybe
pile
nickel.
of-
from that.
Also, Rockham, you have my knife. Can I have it back, please?
Yeah.
Actually, before he gets that back, I'd like to take care of something.
As long as I'm done using it, whatever I was using it for.
You were
I
you were
mean-
protecting the dead sheep.
Gotcha. Well, if that's out of the way, then yeah, it's all yours.
I mean, I've got my honing strop, and I've got my whetstone. I can at least sharpen the blade up for him.
Yeah, sharpen the blade. That'll take most of the. If you want to sharpen all of the stuff, you can. So dagger, machete, spear,
Machete.
arrows.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be sharpened.
Yes, it does. Everything loses its edge eventually.
Me and Kit talked about this
Wait, what?
long while ago, right after session 0.
You have a. Did I say you had a magic machete?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Everything else, though.
Yep.
My machete never loses its edge because I made a deal with the magic woman.
That's edgy.
Oh, Pierce's mom.
The thing about the thing about that is that's gonna take you the rest of the evening.
Okay.
I
I mean,
also have something.
Okay,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Connie.
I also have something I would like to do, but I would need to borrow the knife for a little bit.
Sure.
I want to see if I can break off some branches and jury rig a spindle.
Why do you need a knife for that?
I imagine I would probably need like to strip some bark or something for the flat part of the spindle.
Don't you have a beaver form?
No.
I don't
remember
think
kind of a
we
beaver.
did beaver.
No.
Didn't you start off with that? I thought that was one of the things Kit
No,
said.
Right? Yeah, I thought it was one of your starting forms too. You had something stupid. You had cat, sneck, burb, horse.
I had a few stupid things that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Why didn't you write them down?
I did, and then I lost it.
Wait, what's her nickname, Delta?
Good point.
half-minded halfling.
Yes.
Why didn't you have a backup for your backup?
why didn't you have a backup for your backup for your backup?
We put poison inside of your poison so you can poison people after they're poisoned.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Okay, there's a question. Does poison get more deadly if it's out of date, or does it become less deadly?
What?
I don't think poison can expire.
There are expiration dates.
Yeah,
on
no,
some
poison can
yeah.
absolutely expire.
So does it get more poisonous or less poisonous?
It depends on the poison.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes.
So, Gracie, you might want to do the bark stripping thing before the knife gets sharpened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll interrupt that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just. How many times do you want me to roll, kid?
You don't need to roll. It'll just take you the evening.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you have a blacksmith's tools roll, don't you?
I've got one basically for all my tools.
Yeah, roll that. Just roll it once.
Hang on. I mean, I worded that badly. I've got a rule individually for basically everything I've got.
Oh.
You know, one for the chisel, one for the needle and thread, one for the pickaxe.
Do you have one for the strop?
Yes.
Well, then roll that.
Okay.
That should be a body roll.
Tinker is what you had me.
That's even better than yeah. So that's a 0.
It'll luck it.
Okay.
Hey.
Oof.
Again.
Hang on. Hang on. It doesn't look like it's rolling, Tinker. Hang on.
No, it doesn't.
Let me look at your sheet. Yeah, none of your stuff is marked, dude.
It's all listed as Tinker here.
Yeah, but it's not applying.
Oh, I bet I know what it is.
What?
It's probably because I don't have any numbers listed.
Yeah, you need to list it.
That would be why. Okay, I didn't even realize. I thought it just pulled straight from the
Nope.
stat.
So Tinker is tech, so you would be rolling at a 5.
A 5?
Nope.
Wait, there was supposed to be a number next to the items?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I didn't
Am I
know
the only
that.
one who did that?
What numbers are supposed to be beside the items?
The block that you're rolling.
There we go. Okay, now let's try this again. Oh, come on! Okay, now I will luck it.
Okay, hang on.
Let's do the break thing properly.
Hang on. The modifier's being fucky. Hang on.
See if that helps. Also,
No, that's not what I meant. Okay, no, never mind. You don't need to put the number off of it. You just rolled really shit. Because now you're rolling
Okay.
10 dice.
Oh,
Mark them as zeros. Let's see if that fixes it.
okay. Let me try that. 0.
You got a 0
And
with 10
roll.
dice.
Excuse us as we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just mark it as a 0.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
fix
that
all
was
that
squeaky
then.
toy. I'm sorry.
So mark off 1 luck for that.
Okay.
But yeah, so everybody put a 0 off of your items.
So we got the 1 lucked out. So I'm down
Yep.
to 3.
So there you go. So yeah, so you can work on all of the stuff this evening. And Connie,
Yay.
what are you making?
A spindle.
Huh?
It's like a flat disc with a stick protruding out of it, and you use it to make wool if you don't have a spinning wheel. Sorry.
Oh, I know exactly
Make
what she's
yarn.
talking about.
Make yarn is what I meant.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that?
She's
the
living
first
in
time
grandma,
happening.
probably.
I mean, she's probably seen her grand doing
That's
it, but I
like-
don't.
Excuse me, that's like housewife work, and you're trained to be a healer.
True. But I also figure, Granny.
Who is a fucking full-time herbalist?
Alright, fair enough. Just thought I'd ask.
Right here, here's how you sew.
But I mean, if you wanna do like wood weaving or whatever, you can still do that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure you know how to make yarn. You're also like 9.
Also fair.
And so yeah. So as you guys settle in for the evening, is there any conversations anybody wants to have? Is there anything y'all want to do?
I'm working all night, but I can chit chat while I work.
Yep.
I mean, I'd like to try and find some water to get my clothes cleaned.
I mean, if you wanna fuck off, you can go back out. You can see in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't think I can, but I can still go with you.
No, but the half orc can.
Yeah. Better to not go alone though. Also, the dog has a sneaky dog fire.
He's quieter
Sorry,
by
hold on.
himself.
One sec.
Weapon, so I wanna. I wanna offer up the machete, but that means we'll be.
You have the spear.
I'll offer up the machete because that'll be easier.
Okay. And so while your knife is being sharpened, Delta, if you want to slip off under cover of darkness, try to find some water. My question is, how do you do it?
I'm not gonna go alone. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask, but
I mean, the only other person who can see in the dark is Connie.
yeah.
Hi.
I mean, two supplies are better than one.
To be fair, Connie, if you go out, you might be able to get some, like, night creatures.
Ooh.
You could become a. Wait, can she learn to
However,
become a?
however, Connie, you're already fatigued.
Yeah. Alright.
Can she learn how to become like bugs?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
She has a
Yeah,
beetle
that's what
form.
druids do.
I know for a fact she has a beetle form.
Beetle.
Beetle.
Unfortunately, Connie's also sleepy.
Yeah.
She's
At
not
least
sleepy, she's
tired.
worn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like physically tired.
I mean, you're all
Exhausted.
sleepy, but like,
Yeah.
consider like all of you trekked all day today. Connie also wild shaped across most of that.
Yeah.
Better to just rest for the night. We can worry about water in the morning.
But what she can do is look for night critters that she could fit in a bottle and then take them back to the camp with her. Study them in the
Rude.
morning.
Yeah.
When I was thinking night critters, I was thinking like owls, rabbits, coyotes.
Frogs.
I was thinking
Bats.
like moths and stuff.
Bat.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bat form would be fun.
Big cheek.
Because she could cause so much mischief with that.
Until someone spots you.
Yay, Sky Fox.
So are Connie and Braden going out into the dark?
Yes.
Well, it's okay. I was gonna say it's either Connie or Braden, and I'd say maybe one of the closest.
Yeah. So the two people who can see in the dark break off from
Yeah.
camp. Are the rest of you good to just chill at camp for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got stuff.
I'm probably gonna sit and poke the fire with a stick.
I'd be working.
Lawrence is
with the
going
eggs.
nowhere. He's busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be working with the eggs to make sure they come out okay.
Well, no, he wouldn't be poking the fire. He'd be like studying from his small book.
There's roast mutton, there's roast mushrooms, and there's eggs, and the fish. So you guys are gonna eat well tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's the only thing I'm thinking is that if I can at least get my clothes, some of the blood off of them tonight,
So-
they can
so-
dry through the night.
Do you take a light source? First question.
Yes, I take a branch with.
You take it a
black
torch.
on it. Yes.
Okay. And second question: how are you going to find water?
Sorry.
I mean, if you want to just go digging in the dark, we could look for the cattails again, but
I was about
otherwise,
to say.
I guess,
Because climbing a tree won't work with them. Can't see very far.
right.
Oh, and it's also dark.
Yes.
Also, funny thing about climbing a tree while holding a flaming branch.
Question:
Yeah,
is the moon out?
And well.
You'll get a
And the
very
moon
big
is
torch.
not out. It's autumn.
Ah,
Can we walk for a bit and then listen for the sound of running water?
Sure. You gonna pick a random direction?
Well, maybe not the direction we went the last time.
Okay. How far are you two gonna walk?
Not far because it's dark and scary. I would say.
You're an orc.
Yeah, but I'm also still a kid.
Yeah, but being
I'm
afraid of the dark is a decidedly human thing.
Yeah. Well, no. Some animals can be scared of the dark as well.
Are you saying metahumans can't be human?
No, what I'm saying is you don't have that disadvantage, therefore you don't have any reason to be afraid.
Yeah, but there's still things in the forest.
Sure,
Child
they're
imagination-
also there in the daytime.
Yes, but a child's imagination goes 10 to a dozen when it's dark.
Again, because they can't see, you don't have that difficulty. Like,
Okay.
Connie, you can see perfectly. You have devil's sight.
Okay, I can hear again. I did
Hi,
not know
welcome
what
back.
happened.
Welcome back.
So which direction are you going?
That way.
Okay. How far are you going?
Not the direction that that me and Gamzee went.
Okay. How far? How long are you walking?
10 minutes, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Both of us are just okay.
Okay. Bad news, you don't find water.
Right.
And good news, you find the end of the forest.
Blink, blink.
You know, the trees start thinning, and then they stop. And stretched out in front of you is just plains. None of you have seen plains before except the twins. The trees just stop, and there's just sky.
I think the forest
Realizes
is
we
right.
went too far and starts walking back slowly.
I mean, can we see any water from here?
Go ahead and make another investigate check. Let's see.
Because
you
there's much more visibility on a plain than in a forest.
Very true. You see a road.
How close?
Reasonably close, about as far as you walked away from the road in the forest.
Not very far.
No.
You see like lanterns on the road every so often. Yeah, it's like somebody forgot to tell the forest to keep going.
That's what.
Yeah, I stand by, realise we went too far and start backing up.
Or the
'Cause
forest got lazy.
to them that would be unnatural if it's just the forest just stopping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this doesn't seem right. We'll go back.
It probably seemed like the edge of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, the road kept going, but yeah. Unfortunately, no water in
Yeah,
that
we-
direction.
Nah.
We should turn back.
Yeah.
Any sign of sky puppies?
Pardon me?
Sky puppies.
Make another investigation check. Are you looking out over the plains?
In the plains and the trees, wherever I happen to be looking at the top.
Okay.
It would be some prime hunting ground for these planes.
Yeah, looking in the plains would be a good idea because that's where a lot of bugs would be.
Oh,
So a lot of
so
bats would be.
Connie, you look out over the plains and you see lights, lots of little lights out in the tall grass.
Fireflies.
You hear a cacophony of animals that you are not used to hearing at night in the deep forest, and you see movement in that uniquely druid ranger way. You see more animals than just a general person may not. There are things in the sky. There are things moving about the underbrush. You see, like, first of all, you see further than you've ever been able to see before, unbrokenly. And in the distance, you see something moving together across this grassland. They're not horses, they're not cows, they're not deer. They look like dogs, and there's like 5 of them.
Run.
No, they're way out.
That doesn't mean they can't smell us. I've got blood on me. Run.
Okay, that's actually fair.
Fair.
Run back to camp.
We should turn around.
Yeah. By this
Yeah,
time,
let's
I'm a
go.
couple of steps behind you.
Okay, you want to sneak back?
Yeah.
Roll
Yes. Oh wait, no, hold on.
it. Yeah,
I've
roll your
got-
cloak, Brayden. There
I
you
can
go.
still.
Alright, so you guys slip back into the trees. Connie, you don't want to try to mark anything? You could send Brayden back by himself.
Sure.
You know what? She's gonna try and get one of the fireflies for.
Nice.
Okay. So you-
Braden
Does she
will
have a
keep
limit
watch.
on how many forms she can have?
Technically, no.
Ooh,
She has the limit of how many times she can shift forms.
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe she can remember.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and catch a firefly.
You catch a firefly.
I'm gonna try and be a firefly. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to try and be a firefly.
No. You're already exhausted, don't.
Do you
She'd
already
rather
have
be-
the fatigue condition, Connie?
No, you just said I was getting tired.
Okay. So you critter shape, you are Firefly. You now have
I'm
the
a
fatigue condition.
Okay, fair enough.
That's,
Exhaustion it is.
great,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
now
she-
alone with nothing but Firefly.
I would like to point out that in the middle of the night, it would look like Connie just disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Except Brayden can see.
And also, she said, "Hey, I'm gonna poof."
I guess I'm walking back to camp myself then.
Okay.
No, Connie's still with you. She's like sitting on your
but
shoulder,
in
little blinky light.
on all intents and purposes, I am by myself.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
With a Firefly, you cannot do anything.
And so Brayden, you make it back to camp. Nobody sees you approach. And suddenly, the rest of you, Brayden is back. Actually, Pierce, you're probably asleep at this point.
Okay.
So the twins and Lawrence, you see Brayden come back to camp. Connie is not with him.
Where's Connie at?
Points to the Firefly that is most likely buzzing around my head.
Oh no, Connie is on your shoulder because Connie's asleep.
Oh, that's adorable.
That is actually really cute.
I didn't know she could do that.
Lawrence, just put a finger up.
Wait, I thought she
Right.
unpoofs when she's asleep. No, wait, we already established that she was a mouse in a pocket. Never mind.
Yeah, she poofs when she's unconscious, not when she's asleep.
Got it.
If you can be roused, then you can stay in form.
Okay. I was
Fair
about to say, like, what's the difference between those
Taking
two?
a nap and getting bludgeoned in the face and passing out are very different.
Yes.
Yes.
Getting hit by a tree is very different from
Yes.
We're gonna let that one down.
Think of it also like if you're relaxed, you can stay in form. If you're stressed, you can't.
And taking a tree to the face is usually pretty stressful.
Yes.
From whatever.
And now, if Connie was in D&D, then yes, she would shift back when she's asleep. But because she has to focus and put in effort to critter shape out of critter form as well, which means she can get stuck in form, which means she can sleep.
Oh,
Interesting.
There
Okay.
are benefits to this.
That's
Which
why I make
does
her.
and
That's
does
why I
not
make her
work.
roll in both directions.
Yeah, it's cute. I like it.
It's very cute.
So as you guys turn in for the evening, are you setting a watch?
Yeah, I'll take first.
Yeah.
Like last time.
I'll take second then.
Okay.
Am I
It's-
done? Am I
I
done
mean,
with all the
it
work
would
by
make
now?
the most sense for Lawrence to take the first watch because he's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, due
Yeah, I'll
to the
take watch.
previous instances, Sockham isn't going to let himself.
Fair
I'll
enough.
take whatever watch isn't covered. So.
He'll act like he's asleep, but he won't.
So, did anybody construct a shelter?
No.
Well, look how sorry it
could've-
is.
Unless my bow takes that long to fix up, I could be doing that while everyone was. Or
I was-
while
I
those-
was-
I mean, nope,
And
nobody's.
now it starts raining.
And then my rain dance.
I mean, roll a d10, Birchmela. You said the magic word.
Uh oh.
Oh no.
Here comes either the 1 or the 10, I'm betting.
Well done, Gracie.
I wasn't being serious.
Too late.
Well,
You said it in the GM heard.
You said the secret word.
This is Kit. He will do anything to spite us.
Correct. So yeah, somewhere. So none of you have a shelter, just so that we're clear.
You drop a tree on us?
Somewhere around 1, 2 in the morning.
oh.
Yeah, y'all get dunked on.
Oh.
I
I'll wake up.
Oh.
I mean, you got your water wish.
You all wake up. The fire is out. The food is soggy.
Oh, no.
The plant basket is destroyed. The blanket with wool is soaked through, and that's gonna rot if you don't do something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should start putting something together just to get out of the rain.
Alright.
Yeah, let's be.
On the plus side, Braden can refill his canteen. All of you can have a drink of water, and Braden can clean off.
Yeah.
And Lawrence can clean up for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody want to handle getting the food sorted while I guess me and some others make shelter.
I mean,
yeah, Pierce could work on
Braden's
that.
gonna start, but
Oh fuck! It's autumn.
Oh,
It's
snow or
freezing
hail or-
rain. Yeah, it's freezing rain and hail.
sleet.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's the weather. It happens. Blame the weather, man.
Big kit.
You need to do something because if you get sick, pneumonia is a death sentence in this world.
Oh yeah,
So-
the cold is. Yeah.
Here's what Pierce is going to do. Can I break branches with Mage Hand or Small Smooth Hands or
I
whatever?
mean, I
you call
can
it
do
now?
that for you.
Yeah, the giant fucking Goliath can do that.
Yeah.
Just set us to work, and yeah, you're fine.
Dude, hey, we should get some branches together and make some kind of shelter quickly.
Yeah, I'll go to the nearest tree and start doing it.
I wanted to say I want to raise my spear and do a clear day. Do a clear day.
No.
You're just
You're
sitting
gonna
in
get
the center of the camp
that's
dancing.
expected by everybody else too.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gamzee, as the
but-
GM, I want to say, are you sure
Not
you
a
want to
shaman.
attempt that?
If you raise the spear, you're likely to become a lightning rod.
Oh god.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
And then everyone's dead.
Lightning chains.
it'll be a buzz.
I'm gonna join Rockham and use my machete.
When
to-
Simone says pierce the heavens, he doesn't mean literally.
I mean, I think he does, but that's a
Well,
different
he
case.
does, but not like.
No,
Do
I
you
want
want to-
to use my machete to cut some branches down.
Okay, so you guys are gathering branches with what
Do
purpose?
the logical thing.
What, sorry?
We want ones with enough foliage to create a cover.
yes.
How are you going to turn these branches into cover?
Get thicker branches to make like a. What's the word I want?
Whole lot of layers.
Brace.
Does anyone know how to do this?
We'll find out.
Rockham, you would have the most wilderness experience.
Yeah.
Tinker.
Okay. Oh god, Tinker's one of my worst stats. Oh,
What?
here goes nothing.
Um,
I have luck points if nothing else.
I'm going to try and be not a firefly now.
I want to summon my flame just so I can
I'm gonna-
give them some light to work by.
I'm gonna luck that.
Where are you
Well,
going to keep it?
out.
You're still a firefly. Keep going, Rock.
God.
Where are you
I'm-
going to keep
I'm
your
gonna try-
flame, Lawrence?
Try it one more.
Keep it around my hand.
So you're going to set your hand on fire.
Oh.
Okay, I give up.
Try and find a non-soggy branch.
Final solution. I want to grab like a bunch of really big branches and just stack, do a weird sort of stacking holding thing with them and just hold them over everyone and the campfire.
The campfire is
you, then?
out.
Yeah, the campfire is done.
And hold it over the remains of the camp.
So you want to make a giant umbrella?
Essentially, out of myself and some branches.
Out of
Are you
yourself.
gonna be able
If
to
you
stand
get
for
pneumonia, you die.
Yeah.
This is dangerous
I-
for you too, Sulky Boy.
You're not invincible, sorry.
I really want to tell you something, but Connie is a firefly.
Me.
I mean, you could luck it again if you want.
I mean, if a bit of water hits you, it's going to hurt. You're a firefly and rain is
piece of hail hits you, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You could just take the hit from the hailstone.
True.
Fly under the hail for like 10 seconds.
I mean, you will take it the injured condition.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna avoid the hail at all costs and
So critter shave.
luck it.
I mean,
Also,
like, Braden,
it's less that
obviously-
you need to avoid the hail, and more you have to avoid the scrambling large boys.
Yes.
There you go.
Pierce is probably.
So yeah, you're not a firefly anymore, but you are incredibly lightheaded, and your nose starts bleeding.
Ah.
It's a big change here.
Yeah, so she holds her thumb to her nose and says, stuff the wool in your shirts, it'll keep you warm even though it's wet.
Fair enough.
Will it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, so many sweaters are made of it.
But if it's already wet,
It's going to suck, but it's better
Yeah,
than
it's soggy, but it'll retain.
It'll still trap
Right, now it's a
the,
big puffy hood.
fair enough. But yeah, I don't know if I can make a shelter very well.
Did the Goliaths wear shirts?
No.
I mean, I don't.
do.
I wear
Based on the art, they don't.
I wear
No.
like a sleeveless thing. I don't know.
That's
what
not
they
gonna
call
hold
it.
wool. You can stuff it in your sleeves.
I wear shirtless sleeves.
So yeah, no.
aren't the
wear like
Goliaths like made for the cold though?
Yes. However, they're
I have
children.
like a. If you look at the picture, I basically have a thing that just it's like a. I
Yeah,
don't know
you're not
what it
gonna
is.
stuff. You're not gonna stuff anything in
Yeah,
that.
no.
Okay, here's a weird idea that I would definitely need Rockham's help for.
Okay.
So, we've established I can, with minor difficulty, knock over a tree.
Yes.
No.
Oh God.
I'm hearing him out.
What about knocking one over and me and Rockham trying to control the fall and lean it against a tree next to it?
If you're asking me to catch a tree, I think it'll squish me.
Can I just
I'm not
make a
that big yet.
point, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a hillside that you know about.
Yeah.
So we
Wait,
can be
what-
foggy on an angle.
Yeah. If
I have
you,
another question.
I mean, hell, it'd work.
We could look for another fallen tree in the area if we can't do that, and then just put
Push
branches up
comes
on
to
them.
shove, we can just hollow out a tree.
Yeah, but we would need a pretty big tree for that.
So what I'm thinking is, you have tree fall on something at an angle, put branches on the sides of it, and then we huddle together inside of that.
yeah.
Right,
Okay.
that was
But
thinking,
if you
like,
fuck it up,
Squish.
Kid's
not
gonna kill one
even
of us
squish.
at the
It'll start taking down trees in a cascading effect, and then guess what? Your parents are gonna be pissed.
Tree cascade.
Like you don't know who owns this land. Just saying.
Oh, no idea, no.
So here's the thing, right? If you keep knocking down trees, Kit's gonna kill one of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
Stockholm, that's your business, though. Literally.
The larger concern that dying.
And go looking for fallen.
I am less
already
concerned with
fallen.
whose property this is and more concerned
So
with
you're gonna go
not
trundling off into the dark and wet and cold.
I mean, if we can't see one, like, within the camp, I'd say...
There
it's
isn't
not
one
worth
within the
going
camp
to.
because you cleared it.
What I mean is the people who can see in the dark can look around for a fallen tree. I'm not gonna, like, go walking a mile to find a fallen tree in the rain. It's cold.
Lawrence would bring up the hill at this point and just go. Maybe we can use that.
How far from here?
About 10 minutes to your right, you go back down. See, Brett, you weren't here for this, but you all had to climb an embankment to get up off the road. You could go back down on the road and use the embankment and then, like, barricade.
It's an overhang. So,
As long as you clear the barricade again when morning comes, like, who the fuck is going to stop you? Like, somebody comes along on the road in this weather.
They might as well join you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What I'm thinking is pack up camp, head there, and then go from there.
There's no camp
Yeah.
to pack up.
I meant, like, the food and whatever shit we have.
Ruined.
shit's trash, dude.
Food is
there's anything
ruined,
anyone
wool is
wants to
mostly
keep-
ruined, Connie's blanket is fucked.
If anyone wants to keep anything, now is the time to grab it. We are leaving.
Yeah.
Connie's still taking the blanket. She can try and dry it out later.
Connie, Pierce has stuffed his book into his shirt to begin with.
Okay,
I'm gonna grab a leg of mutton and start munching it as we're going.
there you go.
I like that.
Yeah, and Lawrence is divvying up the food as best he can.
Yeah.
The sheep is your best chance of getting food.
Yes.
So you guys head back to the road. You bundle up, like against the embankment and the little like root covered like nook. Yeah, it sucks, but eventually you all go to sleep. You're not staying awake from this. Don't even.
No.
I'm passing out.
That would be.
Children will sleep anywhere.
You wake up.
We really will.
You wake up covered in dirt, covered in like slime, huddled against each other. You're still shivering, and there's frost on the ground as you're like 2 feet from the road. All of you are in pain. Everybody
Bad
needs,
sleep.
everybody needs to make a body roll. Collectively, you need 10.
Oh no.
If you don't, someone's going to get sick.
Oh no.
I'm gonna wait till the rolls are done, but I might look that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no.
No, that's...
I'm a luck blind.
Okay. You tell you what.
wait till
Tell you
all the
what.
rolls are
I'll
done.
throw you a bone. Collectively, you need 5. Because I don't want to kill you.
Wait.
I'm going to luck.
Yeah, luck,
luck too.
definitely.
I can at most I can give you 1.
Okay, there's a 3. There's 4 altogether. We need 1 more.
How do I
There we
do
go.
a body?
Hey, there we go.
There you go. 5.
There's 6.
There's 6. Yep. Anybody else?
I don't even how.
I have 1 in body. I'm not gonna make any more.
There you go.
There's 9. So yeah, you guys are good. Oh, that's force.
That
that's
was force.
That's force, not body.
Top of the page. Attributes.
Oh. So
Yeah, you're at 6 now. Okay, you're at 8. Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay.
You're all like you're not happy.
Yeah, Lawrence is probably annoyed and up and shivering his ass off.
Question, Kit.
Yo.
Did my familiar get hit by the hail?
Yes.
Did it poof?
Nope.
Okay.
And
Is he
so
grump?
all of you are taking the exhausted condition.
Was I already still exhausted, or
Yes.
did I clear that?
You're still exhausted.
So what would that be now?
Don't you have to take another condition?
no,
if you already
you're
have
just
it?
exhausted. What?
Okay.
What'd you say,
I was
Nephilim?
asking if you already had the condition we're supposed to get. Don't you get another one?
Yes, but I can't justify giving you a different condition.
Okay.
I mean, angry's pretty justified.
No.
Either way.
I would sooner
Can't
give you
be rubber,
broken
get a fire
than
back.
angry.
Fair enough.
Everything being so late,
But
I don't know how to...
after that, the thought is among you of maybe go back home.
Yeah.
Pierce would probably be the first to speak up to that. We shouldn't have left.
I mean, you're right. But...
Lawrence is torn. He wants to go, but they've come this far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, look at us, we've gotten this far.
Sunk cost
much further
fallacy,
could it
don't
be?
fail us now.
How much further could it be?
Don't say that.
Well, this is only the second worst. Looking at Rockham. Oh, so looking at this is only the second worst thing that's happened to us. Looking at Sockham.
And a valuable lesson was learned about shelter that night.
Indeed.
Okay, first things first. Fire.
If we even can, yeah.
With what?
Everything's got frost on it.
Including
I mean,
you.
I can light it up, but
If you can find some birch bark, you can light that, but actually getting a fire going is much harder.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm still
fire.
getting credit for the rain.
Not impossible, but it will be harder.
What you should do is get moving. That'll
Yeah.
get most of the frost off you.
Lawrence is already up and stomping around, just trying to warm himself up.
Yeah.
Follow the road for a bit, maybe?
God, fucking notebook idea. Notebook idea.
Huh?
Group of adventurers are traveling along the road and they just see a group of kids huddled under a hill, frozen to death.
Oh, God, that's dark.
I got dark.
That is a thing that might happen. I'm just saying.
That's like Witcher.
The
We're
reason
gonna come across-
the reason that didn't happen is because we're playing Tales from the Loop. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna come
Fair.
someday, like a year from now, we're gonna be in a fantasy campaign or something. We're gonna come across that. Describing the character like
by all
two
right.
half orc.
Two Goliaths, a half orc, a tiefling.
Basically, what I'm
gonna
saying
cry.
is the timelines diverged that night.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
this is like the fourth alternate universe we're on at the moment.
The timelines diverged when Salcom dropped the tree on everyone, and the timelines diverged here again.
Yeah. Oof.
Yikes.
Anyway, let's get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably
Before
move.
that becomes a reality.
Yeah.
At this point, Lawrence is annoyed.
Aren't we all?
Like not angry, but he's just like, okay, you know what? We've come this far. I'm at least seeing it through.
I mean, you know, duh.
Okay.
Connie too. We've gotten this far.
So what are you doing about the spoiled food? And what are you doing about the spoiled
this far,
wool?
and we've only diverged twice. We can do this.
Spoiled food. Do we have a reason to keep it if it's gone bad?
It's not gone bad yet, but it's going to. It's soaked through.
Yeah.
We should eat
Like
some of it.
it is eat today.
Yeah.
What are you
might
gonna
as
do?
well.
Soggy
What are you gonna do with the wool?
Can we
We can't
try
really
it?
try it.
What?
Actually, I guess we can.
What'd you say, Delta?
Are we able to wring it to get most of the water?
Yes, but it's going to rot if there's any water in it because it's raw wool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth
It needs to
keeping.
be worked.
Wait, if it's raw wool, wouldn't it still be full of lanolin?
Yes.
I don't know what that would-
Never mind.
Actually, yes. Well
You're
done.
right. I'm thinking your blanket's trash though.
Fair enough.
I mean, you've
Yeah,
never got
they
oil
will.
for a new blanket.
Lawrence could, in theory, dry the blanket with a good fire roll.
I mean, I'd be willing to
Good
try, but I
blaze.
I also don't want to burn it and destroy
So
it
Lawrence
entirely.
not too good.
You'll need two. You'll need two successes, Lawrence.
All
I
right.
believe in you. You got this.
Here
Just
you
like
go.
little
Bonus
small
last word.
hands together and then.
No.
One.
I'll
Around
look
him when he throws the
One
can
will
out.
burn. One will burn it up.
Come on, two.
Wait, hang on. I think. Let me try putting a 0 in for my pyromancy too and see what that does. Because I think it's been screwing up.
You also have conditions, so.
You also have a condition. Don't forget.
Yeah. Yeah. No joy.
Okay, so if
I'm
you're
down,
letting the
I'm
zero
down to
stand,
1 luck.
yeah, if you're letting the zero stand, you can't get a flame.
Yeah.
We can try again later, maybe. Or see what happens.
And
If you wanna
Lawrence
carry
is
it with
flicking
you.
his fingers like, no luck. Sorry. I mean, there's nothing but sparks.
There's not even sparks.
Yeah.
You look like a little kid trying to do force lightning, basically.
That's about what I was thinking. It's just like, it's fling a
Even
hand
there.
out and nothing.
If we
Even
were
better, even better,
soaking,
General Mustang from
If you
Full Metal.
hadn't seen him
Yeah.
do it before, it would be ridiculous looking.
yeah, there is that scene in FMA when he tries to make the fire, but it's wet, so nothing happens.
Yeah, there's not even a sizzle, no smoke, nothing.
Unfortunately, you don't have Riza Hawkeye behind you who just shoots the dude.
I mean,
That'll be
This
Rock
whole-
in a few years, but male in Goliath.
Yeah.
Here's a thought.
So, where's your destination?
Can I do something first?
What's up?
Pierce would probably thinking about wanting to go back home would probably make him want to look for the bird, the mama bird. Can I check for it?
You want to look for the raven? Yeah, make an investigation
Yeah.
check. There is no raven.
No raven.
That's no raven.
Boo!
get off the stage.
There's no raven I can see.
Girl?
Anyway, down the road we go.
Down.
Might as well
Carry
continue to
on.
the city.
Continue in the same direction.
Continue to the city. Yes.
Okay. So you walk for about 10 minutes, and the forest stops.
Okay.
Braden
the wrong way.
looks over to Connie.
Where's the trees?
Nod, nod.
I just want to mention,
Uh,
Sokka would look at Rockham and just go, "This is how Da felt while he was gone."
Huh?
Chat. Keep defaulting to Irish. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what you mean by that. So, stop.
That bias.
I know, I'm just.
Remember, Dad Life talked to me about his adventures through the war and what war was.
I thought we'd
Not
been.
Rockham.
Not on our own, but
Yeah, the twins have seen planes before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once.
Pierce has no idea what
once.
it is.
It's still like a change.
Yeah,
So it's
the
interesting.
rest of you haven't, though.
I'll just keep walking along.
Okay. How many of you stop at the tree line?
Pierce.
Pierce
More
stops.
definitely would. Just
Braden-
like, what?
I'll probably go another like 10 steps before realizing it. Dogs are barking in the background, so I gotta mute.
Where's the trees?
Don't know.
In
The
three,
forest forgot to continue. Sorry.
yeah, in 3 directions: left, right, and behind you.
I can see a lot more.
I
It's
can see
cold.
clearly now
It's
the
fucking
trees are-
cold.
Also, now we don't have the cover of the trees.
Right, exactly.
We're getting plunk, 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 plunk.
Oh no, the rain stopped. It's just frosted over. It's quite cold out here, though, with no wind protection. What do you do?
I guess we keep walking.
Continue walking forward.
Okay.
Do we follow the road still?
Are you guys sticking to the road, or are you going out over the plains?
Yeah, stick to the road.
Sticking to the road?
Definitely stick to the road. I mean, being in the forest has not really helped us that much.
No. Go.
Except for food.
So you guys are walking along the road. And what you thought was just flat ground is not. It's a series of rises and slopes. So you thought you could see.
dear.
So you thought you could see really far, and then you got to the top of the hill, and holy fuck!
What do we
The
see?
world spreads out before you.
What you see is a big castle.
I was about to ask.
Blink,
can we see
blink?
the castle?
It's a ways off, but it looks like a little castle out on this plain, except you can tell that it's actually massive. It's this big white banner, bannered towered castle with a big white wall around it, sitting out on this plain. And you can see farmland, and you can see little collections of buildings, and some. You see both a couple of rivers, again very far away, and marshland a little bit.
Whoa.
I think
Lords
like
would be
Braden would
staring
get
like
excited
jaw
and,
drops.
start. I think Braden would get excited and start bouncing up and down, going, is that where we're going?
That's
Is it the
gotta be
same?
the city.
We made it?
So.
No,
big.
you didn't make it.
Well,
I mean, I think we made
Oh
it.
my god.
If
Discord
it's
cut
not
out
where we were
again.
going, it's where we're going now.
I mean, it works.
I missed whatever made y'all laugh because Discord cut out again.
Classic big boy move.
Connie said, "If that's not where we were going, it's where we're going now." Nightfall. And so what do you do?
Continue full of hope and
Keep
enthusiasm.
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna start walking along.
While we're walking. Who was it specifically that's seen the planes before?
The twins.
So yeah, Connie's gonna try and match their pace wherever they are in the marching order.
They usually lead.
and ask, what kind of stuff lives out here?
Discord. Wait.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
Did you
Discord
hear
cut
the
out.
question?
It was directed at Rock and Salk.
What was the question?
What kind of stuff lives out here?
I'm not too sure. I've only been out in this sort of area a couple times. with
Make
Sock.
make a comprehend roll, both of you. You've been out here once, Sog.
Oh,
Cause I saw these dogs.
Make a comprehend roll, both of you. You have no fucking idea.
Wow.
You know what animals are. Like, clearly those animals are everywhere, so deer, bears, wolves.
Just stuff.
Yeah. Why would there be different things just because there's no trees? That doesn't make any sense.
I saw these dog-looking things. I don't know what they were. We found the tree line last night.
Yes.
And well, falling back.
Okay. Anybody have any conversations you want to have on your way across the plains? Are you sticking to the road still?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not leaving the road again.
No. The forest has bad things in it at this point. It has tasty things, but mostly it's just been a pile of suck.
It's almost like most people travel along a road. Holy shit! What a novel fucking idea!
And this one road is why we make settlers in instant.
If we drop enough trees on the way, we'll make a new road. Fine.
So, I have a question.
Okay.
What do you do when the ground under your feet starts vibrating?
What?
Run and
Jump off the road.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I moved to the side.
Yeah.
Vibrating?
Yeah, it's vibrating. The ground under your feet starts vibrating.
Yeah, I get off the
Stop. Panic. Jump to the side.
He'd see what the others are doing and thinking they're right, follow their suit.
Okay. About 10 seconds later, two quadrupedal horned huge creatures come trotting along the road with a wooden boat behind them. It's got wheels on it, but it's tied to these two horned things, and there's people sitting in it, and it just goes along the road.
What?
That was awesome.
That's kind of dumb. Boats over water.
Connie tries to study the horn things, running
Okay.
the legs on and just go
Okay.
back to the group.
Yep.
Aren't they using a boat?
Sockham just looks at Rockham. We need to get one of those.
Aren't those supposed to be in water though?
Connie, make that roll.
Could you imagine
What am I
his
doing?
look on
Connie, make that roll, I
faces of
said.
everyone in town
Okay.
if we came riding in on one of those? No one would be angry. We've just brought a marvel to town.
I mean,
There you are.
how would we get it? People are kind of using
So
it.
there's a pop and a smell of sulfur, and now one of those horn things is standing beside Pierce.
Well, we've got one
Oh,
of two.
okay. More accurately, it's standing beside Pierce and Braden and Rockham.
I poked his face like, Connie?
Pierce would take 2 steps back.
Connie, this is bigger than your horse form.
Ooh.
What did I turn into?
An Auroch.
Oh,
what?
shit.
Oh,
I don't even know what that
Oh,
is.
what?
this.
Think dire cow.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They don't exist anymore.
Nope.
Oh.
I don't know how to spell that.
Auroch.
Oh!
Let's see.
I remind you, Connie, you're still fatigued.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
Auroch's nose starts bleeding.
So, 3,000 plus pounds of moo.
Yeah.
Good.
Swaying on its hooves.
Good lord.
So, now, Cuddy,
Nose bleeding.
you have to... You either stay like that, or change back and risk being even more fatigued.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest you guys can ride on my back, but with this much exhaustion, that's probably not a good.
You can't talk.
So what you mean to say is moo 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 moo?
Yes.
Moo, moo, moo.
Precisely.
Moo, moo.
I look at Rock again. Well, we've got one of two. Now we just need a boat. And another one.
I bet it's like, I don't know if it has a mane per se, like the back of the neck. I just pet it.
You can't reach the back of his neck.
And
That big.
Oh,
And I am aware that you are a Goliath. You heard me.
The side works then. It's fine. Just because nosebleed is a bit concerning.
more stuff up. Connie, you good? Just give me a nod or a shake.
Nod.
Kai, you feel like weighty. Like you feel like you're fat.
Can't relate.
You are boat
Oh, I
in
can't
cow
relate to
form.
that so much.
You're a freaking boat in cow form. That's
Yes.
that's all you are.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
big.
I don't know what to do now. I didn't plan past this point because I didn't think I would get it. So I guess you will walk along as a giant moo cow.
Okay. So five kids and that.
And and giant moo.
Yes.
5 kids and giant moo.
On the plus side, the coyotes are no longer interested.
Coyotes have now fucked off to the next county.
The coyotes were like, I smell sulfur and now cow. What? I'm concerned. What's next, a dragon?
Hey, let's go the other way.
Yes.
I'm
You know, on
sorry.
the plus side, Connie, you can see even more now.
Oh, yeah.
A rock?
Auric.
A war or okay, that's just not okay.
It's not a war auric, it's just an auric.
Oh, we should totally get some spiky things to put on the horns.
You have 4 spiky horns.
Wait, ooh,
Yeah.
by definition, in the player's hand guide, what is defined as what a druid can turn into?
It has to be a beast of a certain challenge rating. However, I'm taking a lot of liberties with that because we're using a different system.
Okay.
Why?
I'll link the orc in the Discord.
Because Gamzee is getting thoughts from Helen.
Cool. Can you focus on this game, please?
Of course. I am.
So, are you guys walking along?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those are a lot. Those
Yeah.
are a lot spikier in the D&D art than in the reconstruction.
Hmm?
And Connie isn't walking along; she's thudding along, and we all know it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Connie, you can see a lot of other really cool stuff.
What can I see with my bovine eyes?
Birds you've never seen before?
Oh, that's cool.
Jeez. I'm gonna make some black belt.
About at your pace, a good bit away, but eventually this road is going to connect to another road,
Ooh.
which is not something you've ever seen before.
Ooh, neat.
Like, you were under the impression that you could just follow the road and get back home. Now there's more than one road. No, you didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, that's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, Kanye says, wait, roads can fork, but all you hear is moo.
Yes.
I pat on the side of the neck again.
wait, which way do we go?
Oh, you're not there yet. Only Connie can see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll address it when we get closer, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now,
that
we
makes sense.
can crossfade to that point. Now, here's the thing. You can see the castle, so you know how to get there. It's a matter of getting back.
Go towards the forest.
And funny you should say that. There's forest on the other side, too.
Ah, shit.
Oh heck!
Maybe we need some sort of marker? I don't know.
Yeah, and there's a weird wooden thing with arrows on it.
Weird.
Ooh.
Weird looking tree.
Pierce, try to read it.
You can certainly try. Pierce, make a comprehend roll.
Okay.
Right, can I, like, this is not related to this, but searching for an auroch, a Highland cow pops up in the search bar.
Yeah. Basically, Highland cows are the closest thing. Picture a Highland cow, but dire.
With more horns.
So I got a 1.
Yeah. So Pierce, you can read this sign, but none of the
Yay.
words make sense.
Ooh.
Nothing says home. Nothing says the city.
Where are they pronounced?
Huh?
How do they? Surely I must understand how to pronounce things.
Yeah, certainly, but you don't recognize any of these words.
Well, what are the words?
What?
There's 3 arrows. The one pointing up the other road that you have never been through before, and it says Dwarrowclef. 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 The one pointing on the road that you just came from is Amber Ridge. AMBERRIDGE, Amber Ridge. And then the one pointing down the road that you're going to be going if you want to go towards the castle says Snowfell.
Okay, so directions. I understand how that works. Couldn't I see that one of them's pointing a certain direction and realize, hey, that's the way back home?
Yes, but you don't know what Amber Ridge is.
Even so, it would, if you knew which one was pointing which way, you could say, whatever Amber Ridge is, we'll pass by home on the way there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
I was going to say,
discussion.
can we logic it out that it's like, okay, so that word is pointing towards home, so
Yeah.
it must be near there.
Yeah, with a comprehend roll like that, yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
So Pierce can do that.
Do I need
Mind-
to roll again for comprehend?
Mind you, the whole rest of you have no idea what the fuck he's doing. Pierce is just incensed with this thing.
Even though I'm a cow, can I take a crack at it since she got
No.
reading lessons from Piers?
No, because this is not like you are at the point where you can pick out words that you recognize. Pierce can read.
Fair enough.
And I even believe Connie for that.
Braden will walk up to Pierce and look at the sign. Look at
F?
You are cow, Connie.
And everything, every letter she's
So you hear,
So yeah, so Braden is staring at Pierce, who's staring at this tree.
yes, and it's like, I'll look up at the tree that somehow points. Look at him. What you looking at?
I think it's a sign.
A what?
So you say I think it's a sign. You say I think it's a sign. Rock, you don't see any fur. You don't smell urine. You don't see any tracks.
Oh God!
This ain't a sign. I don't know what this is. Art, maybe?
It's got
If
letters.
I even know what art is.
Yeah, you know what art is.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's sort of like sculpture.
It,
Cool looking.
It's
it's
modern
got
art.
letters.
Soccer walks just doing the classic.
Sorry. Well then, Grace.
You're welcome.
Artist jokes, yay. Anyway.
Or what does it mean?
It means that this
I'll
one
go sniff it
points to
closer.
whatever this word is, this one points to whatever that word is, and this one points to whatever that word is. And that word
one did
is
we
in the
not-
same direction as home, apparently.
Visible confusion.
I like go up behind it looking for any sort of markings I would recognize. Probably don't find any.
No, I mean you know what an arrow looks like.
Well, yeah, but I'm looking for like
The arrows are
usual,
pointing
like,
along the
sand or-
road.
Yeah, I figured the road leads to whatever that means. But yeah,
Okay.
But
do I know
You
which
don't
way-
recognize it as a word because, like,
it's got words on it.
So we came from
Don't
this
know what
one.
those words
Points to the one
mean,
pointing behind.
but
yeah, you came from that one. Yes, Salcom.
I'd be looking at
Which
was it
way-
Pierce?
Pierce.
I'd be looking at Pierce. So we came from this one, yeah? Why don't we just
this
mark
word
it?
cut out.
Why don't we just mark it and then we can just
But
if we find our way back to this thing, we can look at this until we find the thing, the part we
Do you
marked.
have anything sharp on me? I can mark with.
it's already
than your legs.
pointing in the direction we need to go, though.
Right, but we won't remember that, will we?
I
I mean, we could just
will.
put a scratch mark on it or something if you need help with that.
I mean,
Defacing public property. Yay.
Right?
You could also probably write it down on in the margins
that?
of your book.
yeah.
Moo 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 moo.
This cow, your cowboy,
So-
or whatever this is very talkative. Pat again.
So they're just going to ignore Pierce and just deface the sign. Okay.
You're gonna deface the sign. You're gonna make it completely useless to everyone but y'all.
You may sketch in like a little house symbol or something on the edge of it. By
Okay.
sketch, I mean jab it with a knife.
Here's the other thing. This is meant to be looked at from, like, horseback, so it's over your head.
Someone want to get lifted?
Connie just kind of like squats down for him to get a
I
lift.
mean, I'll lift you. So.
Okay, so
Great.
well, Connie's a bull.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So it'd be easier. For, yeah.
So
can,
so
like, lift
what precisely
yourself.
are you going to do to this sign?
Sokka looks at Bull at Bridge. Just
I mean, get something sharp, and the way we came from, like use a knife to make a little like house or smiley face or whatever else signifies home.
I like
Like a notch.
I like how fucking Pierce is like, but and the rest of them are like, right, we just need to tear it down so that we know where we're going. Just completely ignoring
Build a new
Pierce.
village. Build a new village. We'll come back here. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, Lawrence, who's been, standing next to Cal Connie, would be like, "Can we use this to get home?"
Yeah.
I'll make a marking on it.
Oh.
You don't need to.
Well, why not? That's what I normally do.
I can read it.
I don't know what it sounds like when a cow laughs, but whatever that sound is, Connie's
Why not?
making
I
it.
mean, cows do actually laugh, so.
Like, kid, do I know what reading is? Big word. I don't know.
Not necessarily, but you can infer enough to know that he's
Okay.
saying he can understand what's on this.
Okay, then I probably won't go into face assignment.
Actually, you probably know what reading is because you read trail signs. That's the verb. So yeah, you probably know it.
Yeah, as long as you can understand it. I
The
suppose.
word reading came about, I believe, before the word writing came about. So
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, yeah, as long as you can understand, as long as you can read it.
He eats eye. And, well, I think this one's the city? He pointed at the one pointing towards the road that's on the way to the castle.
But I saw the general idea of what direction we need to go in.
you can see the fucking castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to be sure before I started marching
It's
on.
way the hell over there, but
So over there it is then.
yes.
Yeah, I'll start walking.
You go. So you guys start walking. This road is way bigger.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like, all 6 of you can walk shoulder to shoulder.
And probably still not reach the sides, right?
No, there's a cart track on whoever is on the far right's right foot and whoever's on the far left's left foot.
Here's the thing, though. One of us is the width of 4 of us at the moment.
Yes,
This is a big road.
yes.
Yeah.
This is a 6-lane highway.
More or less.
Anybody who wants to make an investigation check.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do? No, I won't.
Yeah.
Pierce succeeded. So did Brayden and Connie.
Moo 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 moo.
The twins and the cow, not so lucky.
So Brayden and Pierce, you guys notice like a wheel. Like it's old, it's wood, it's old, it's rotted, it's like stuck down in the dirt, and it's got these sticks in the middle that are all shattered.
Huh?
It's
Can-
broken, it's rotted, it's no use, leave it.
Can Pierce try to pick it up?
No, it is bigger than you are.
Oof.
It's soft.
Wait, it's the wheel with what now?
Doc wouldn't even say
Broken
what he-
spokes.
Oh.
So, Braden would see it as it's old, it's rotted, it looks broken. It's not much use, might as well just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps
Any
strong.
sign of whatever it was attached to?
Nope.
Is there any moving? Is there any like movement around us besides us?
Out on the plains?
So, like, can we see anything?
Yes.
You can see quite a bit. It's a plane.
There's all kinds of animals in like any direction around you guys. There's like other things moving on the road, down the road, in front of you, way in front of you. You guys are like looking down on a slight incline that, because it's a plane, goes on for fucking ever, so you can see a bunch. And yeah, you can see people or stuff on the road in front of you. You can see animals on the plains all around you. You can see stuff in the air. What are you looking for?
That was just more to see if there was anything moving towards us.
Towards you?
Yes.
I mean, there's some stuff moving in generally your direction, but there's nothing that's like made you. No.
Okay.
Is there anything like underneath the wheel, or is it just the wheel?
It's like stuck in the ground.
Can I look around for people?
Yes. Same thing I just said.
How did it get stuck in the ground?
I mean, it's old and rotted, so probably time.
Okay. So there's nothing important with the wheel.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just something you've never seen before.
Draw a picture of it in the journal, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah. Do I need to roll with the journal or something?
So how long do you guys walk along this road? A while, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys walk most of the morning. The sun is more or less overhead. The castle hasn't gotten any closer.
That is strange.
No, I mean, as adults, it's not strange. Let me make this very clear. This is not the GM saying, you're stuck to wander this trail forevermore. It's a magic effect. It's just very far away.
Yeah, it is. Kids have shorter legs.
We have to get there faster.
And Lawrence would actually look over at Connie and just go, "Stop that! Not again!" You are not getting that stuck in my head again.
Maybe
Take
if
one
another
there,
car
pass it over.
passes us, we can ask for a ride.
I could maybe flag down someone that's on one of the carts. Obviously, we don't know it's the cart, but the
Worth
giant
asking.
boat.
What's going on? Or what is
Everything's
it?
went quiet.
Nope, I'm just waiting for you guys to decide what you want to do.
Alright.
I would like to be not a Mukau again.
Okay, make the roll.
Do-do-do-do.
You are not a Mukau. You really wish that you could, like, rest, though.
Yeah.
Lawrence would be right there.
Do it again, and
Just
I'm going
like-
to give you the injured condition.
Alright.
Must be right there going, "You feeling okay?"
She's, like, pale and clammy.
Okay, he would probably immediately get under one side of her just to help support her.
I'll get on the other
No.
side.
Sock would look over at Connie like, "Do you want me to carry you so you can take a nap?"
You like into the small thing, and then someone can park at you.
I mean, she turns to the small thing, she's gonna pass out probably.
Yeah,
Kit just said if she does it again.
I mean, I like Rockham don't know what Kid said. So, I mean,
Yeah.
unless there's some fourth wall bullshit going on here.
I would like to roll.
yeah. I think she's gonna try and walk for for a little bit, like, no thanks, I got it. But after a few paces, she's like, yeah, carrying would be nice.
You can just stop for a little bit if you want.
I'd
She
end
needs to
up
sleep. It's not a matter of like sitting down.
We can.
I'd end up
Take a few
picking her
hours.
up and cradling her in carrots while we walked, so she
You
could
could
sleep.
carry her like a koala.
Yes.
Piggyback ride.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Connie, you can mark off the fatigue condition. However, you're going to be asleep for a while.
All right.
What I was thinking is that could we maybe let flag down one of the boats with wheels?
Yeah, I haven't seen any other boats with wheels.
Aye. But see if we can get a lift to the city, maybe possible.
So how long do you guys walk?
As long as we can.
Okay. Make another.
Until something happens.
Okay. Make another group of investigation checks.
I got 2.
Nice.
Not one.
Yep, guys asleep.
Don't you hear?
So
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
okay. Nice.
Yeah, I got. two more. I got
Nice.
one more.
So the sun is approaching like where it would be getting dark, but because you're on a hill and on a plain, it's still very bright out. And you guys need to get some food. Probably
If we
like
wanna-
we cut to like Connie napping on Salk's back and like Pierce's stomach growls audibly.
If we want to stop here for now, I can try to go chase something down.
I mean,
Here's the question: is the boat fixed?
Well,
I worked on that last
yeah,
night.
the boat's fixed.
Okay.
What are we going to use for?
Rock, you will need to get your bow like fixed, but it'll do
Yeah,
for
but-
now.
It'll suffice, yeah. Cooking it will be a whole nother matter.
Mm-hmm.
The Sarkin would have no argument.
Here's the thing: whoever wants to be the one to realize this, I will leave that up to you guys to decide. But one of you realizes, wait, shit, the castle is still really like over there, and it's getting dark, and there's no trees around here.
What are we
And it
going to
rained
do for
last night.
shelter?
That's a good point. Shit, I didn't think of that.
You all feel pretty crummy from last night.
Yeah.
You need a good night's sleep.
Don't want to go through that again.
If someone can figure that out, I can go try and get us
Is
some
there,
bait.
is there? Have we passed anybody else, or
Not really, no. You're still a ways off, but you don't know that.
How far into the third day is the festival supposed to happen? Is it?
It was 3 days from when you got the missive. So you're like it would be tomorrow.
So 1 sleep left.
Lawrence would probably want to keep pushing? I mean, he's tired, but you know, if there's the possibility of a place to rest just up ahead, you know, just keep going. Just another 5 minutes. Just another 5 minutes.
If you guys want to keep walking, I can run ahead for a bit. Before it gets dark, at least.
Okay.
As a scout, it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll run ahead.
Okay. You know,
I want to come back before it gets dark, but yeah.
what's your objective?
See if there's anywhere shelter-wise, even if it's just.
And so you're
some sort
looking
of-
for a place to rest. You're not hunting.
For now, I'm gonna look for a place to rest.
Okay.
I'll address food later.
Okay. So Salcom breaks off, or sorry, Rockham breaks off, runs ahead. Make an investigate roll for me, Rockham.
Okay. I'm gonna look that.
Okay.
Last luck of the day. Come on, luck. Damn. Okay.
Cool. How long do you go? Because you might go long enough for me to make the roll again.
I'm going until it starts to get dark, and then I'm gonna head back.
You don't have a frame of reference because you're not in the forest.
I mean, at some point, I won't be able to see the sun anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so roll it again. So Rock has gone a while, you guys. I see you guys keep pressing on. So Rock, like you're like out on the plains. You can't see the others, but you know where to go to find them.
Yeah.
And like we get the shot of Rock like looking around the plains. You look back, and the forest that you came from is in the distance, but it's dark. And you see the shadow like coming across the landscape back behind you, coming towards you. Night is going to hit your friends before it hits you.
Yeah.
So you're looking around. You haven't found anything really good yet, but looking back, looking between you and your friends, but the opposite direction from the road, you see smoke.
Huh.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think for now I'm gonna have to wait here for my friends and just keep an eye on where that smoke was. I know it's gonna get dark before they get to me, but
No, it's not. That's the thing.
then yeah, as soon as I can see them, I'll start waving at them like, "Hey, I found something. Hurry up!"
Oh no, it's a ways off the road. Like you should probably go check it out because it'll be about a half hour before they catch up to you.
Yeah, I'll dart off the road real quick, and because the road's right there, I can come back.
Yeah. So you start like bounding through the thing toward the smoke, and you start hearing like voices.
Oh. Okay.
Like
I mean, yeah, I'll keep going, but
yeah, like you come to like a cave set into the hillside of this plain with boulders all around it, and there's like a fire, like a proper like fire, and around the fire are these like green, stunty, big like floppy eared like people that you've never seen before. And
Oh no.
crouch down a second here.
make a sneak roll.
Trying to find it.
What all do we see around them?
You are not near them,
Oh,
and this is just Rock.
just wrong.
I apologize for doggo in the background.
Roll that sneak.
I rolled it.
No, you didn't.
Rock on, sneak.
There it is.
Sneak one. There, okay.
Okay. So yeah, you approach nice and quiet, like you're hunting game, and you see like 6 of these weird things in and around this cave, and they seem to be like it seems like they're discovering this place too, because they keep like you see like bedrolls laid out, and you see like packs of supplies, and these things are like opening the packs and just like dumping them on the ground. They're like jabbering to each other.
I don't assume I can understand them.
No. But from in the cave, you hear a voice say, "Be careful with that! Come on!" And like grumbling.
to find China.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just gonna keep watching for another minute. or two.
Okay, you watch another minute or two. One of the green stunty things there's like a wooden trunk, and it like opens it. As you're about to leave, it like throws open this thing, and you see like a sword handle and like a staff with a crystal on it. And it starts like reaching in, and there's like a jolt, and it like flies back a little bit and starts like stamping its feet and jabbering as the others like run over to the chest and start looking through it.
So
Take your staff.
enchanted weapons in there, I'm guessing.
I know this is a bad idea, but I think Rock will laugh a little bit at that.
Make a sneak roll.
Just, kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so you like laugh a little bit, cover your hand over your mouth, and one of them like looks over, and you like duck behind a rock.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping you fail.
Same. It's kind of like, oh shit, and duck behind.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And one of them pulls out like a helmet that's like too small for it, and like puts it on its head, and another one like picks up the sword and like smacks it over the head.
I can't really like shoot from where I am, but I get an arrow ready just because you never know.
Well, as you're doing this, like the shadow of night like stretches across you.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna peek my head out again.
Yeah. And from inside the cave, you hear, "Any day now."
Are any of them relatively near me?
No.
Nothing I could like go, psst, hey, kind of thing.
You can't even see who's talking. Oh, you mean the stunty things?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably get one of their attention. Your friends are gonna walk past you if you stay here too much longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak quick. I'm like, psst, hey, to whichever one's nearest.
Make a charm roll.
Oh boy. I do have to get up and get food here in a moment, but I won't be on long. Wow.
Yeah. So one of the things like looks over, like jabbers to his compatriots. Like one of its compatriots like smacks it and like rubs the back of its head, and like it picks up just like a log from the fire and starts like waddling over to where you're hiding.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready to run if I need to, but I'm gonna put the bow away so I don't appear threatening. Hopefully.
Okay.
Just wait for it to see me.
And it like comes over and like looks at you, like sees you, and immediately draws back the club and goes to hit you.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm ready to run, but yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Fucking run.
So you you leg it, and like it starts shouting. The others start shouting.
Shit.
Yeah, and as you're running from behind you, you hear, "Is someone there? Help!"
Nope, no one here. I keep running.
Okay. And so you go running. They don't chase you very far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the others, because back up.
I was about to ask where we were in relation to all this.
Well, you guys are just continuing along the road. You have no motive of no notion of any of this. And then Rockham comes tearing out of the forest. You still haven't found any food, by the way, or the plant. Yeah. You still haven't found any food. Comes up. It's nighttime. You guys have been walking in the dark for a little bit now.
I gotta go. Be right back.
Fine. So while we wait for Rockham to join you, you guys have been walking along. With night chasing you for the last little bit. What have you done about food?
Lawrence has probably been eyeballing things as they've been walking just to see if there's anything.
Yep. Make an investigate roll.
I was going to say, is there anything like close by that I could maybe sneak up on and assassinate?
Make an investigate roll. Let's see. No. Like, it's a plain, so there's a lot of stuff, it just doesn't taste very good.
Just say, like, sweet grass might be the best we'd get.
Yeah. Plus side, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But you haven't even come to, like, the farms and stuff yet.
Oof.
If you guys do go for a bit, Connie, you can wake up. You still need to sleep tonight, but you're less gonna keel over.
Okay. I'm good. Thank you for the piggyback. I'm gonna try and clamber down.
Yep, and clamber down off Salcombe's back. This is not where you fell asleep.
Are we there yet?
You can see the castle. Also, by the way, it's dark. The castle is still the same shape and the same luminosity. Like, you can still see it exactly the same way you could in the day.
Cool.
Ooh.
Wait, did we move at all? What?
Is it closer at all?
A bit. But if you look back, the forest is way the fuck over there.
Blink, blink. Okay, we moved.
Laura's just chugging along almost on autopilot. It's like,
yep.
Looks like it's gonna be a bit yet.
So what do you guys want to do while we wait for Rockham to get back?
I told you to stop that!
Sorry.
Well, now that Connie's awake, Sokka would probably start shouting for him and trying to look for him.
I don't want to get it stuck in your head, but I very much want to get it stuck in your character's head.
I mean, they probably do know the song. They're kids.
Mm-hmm.
And Lawrence would still be going, "No, stop it!"
And so you're shouting for Malcolm. No response. He's not close enough.
I think Braden would ask Connie if there's any like plant life here that can be edible.
Do I find any tasty bits?
Man can investigate. Make an herbalism check.
Audible rumble from stomach.
Hey,
Yeah, and you find some wild onions.
Nice!
Spared.
The last of the spring
freaking
onions.
score.
There's a nom and there's a nom and there's a nom. Yank.
Yoink.
I'm back. What am I?
I found onions.
What do we
Yeah,
end up doing about the green people?
How's your carrying up swinging?
we're about to find out. And so as you guys are as you guys like pull out some like green onions and some leeks to chew on, the high grass parts and Rockham just jumps out onto the road.
This actually works because I'm out of breath in real life. So, so I found something. There's a dude who asked for help, but there's green people. Don't know what that means. Or
Green
Looks
people?
at back at hand.
I just grabbed them briefly, best I can.
Doesn't
Like
doesn't
green
look like you,
shoulder.
Braden.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably take them, but I don't know. They had like clubs and swords and shit.
Sockham starts slamming his fists. Let's go pay him a visit.
Lawrence
Funny.
just eyeballs his hammer, rests on his shoulder, says, "Sounds like somebody needs help."
Let's go!
Braden puts up his foot and takes out his knife. Okay.
I may or may not have let them know I was there, but you know, numbers, I suppose. If Connie's okay,
Fuck.
he just kind of looks at you like, "You okay?" Because when I left, you were exhausted.
I'm good. I'm good. Let's go.
And yeah, I just take off back where I came from.
Alright, so the six of you go charging off into the underbrush, back the way you came. And eventually, yeah, you see this like little circle of boulders with the cave set in the hill, and these
quiet before we get there.
these like squat green people like rummaging through this campsite.
I'm gonna be quiet on our way back. We'll make it close at least.
Everybody who's being quiet, make a sneak roll. By the way, Nightfall, you with us? You're muted, mate.
The dog's next.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Yup.
I've been talking this entire time.
I figured.
Whoops.
I think
What if
Connie
I-
is still in Arak mode. Stomp, 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 stomp.
I mean, you're not in Auric form though.
Not in Arak
feel
form, but
the
like
sneak.
stomp, stomp, stomp.
What if I don't want to go in quiet?
Then you don't have to roll sneak.
Right, well, fine. Before you decide to charge in like a raging bull, Braden's going to let sneak round them to let hit
Well,
them.
I guess I'll still do it.
And Lawrence is gonna sneak around the other side.
Okay. These things are as big as you are.
Oh,
These things they're not as big as grown-ups, but they're as big as you guys. They're as big as the twins.
point of perspective, are they as big as the kobold that attacked me?
The
way back when?
kobold, yes.
Okay, so they're as big.
They look to be more heavily muscled.
Lord's gonna freeze at that and go, "Oh,
Once everyone's seemingly ready, I shoot an arrow.
You're just gonna shoot? Okay.
I mean, everyone's here. We got numbers.
Okay, so you
Lawrence
shoot.
is frozen."
So arrow flies. Make the roll. Salcom, you're charging in. Okay, what are you doing when you charge in? Connie and Pierce, what are you two doing?
Nice shot.
Pierce, since he failed the sneak roll, he's gonna hope to use what they're doing as a distraction to stay hidden.
Pierce, make a investigate check for me. Salcom, what are you doing?
Investigate.
I'm going and flailing, just throwing as many punches at them as I can.
So you're punching. You're not macheteing.
No,
Okay.
he doesn't see them as that big
So
of a problem.
the tank enters the melee. Connie, what are you doing?
I think that Connie yells, "You okay in there?" and swings a punch at one of the green dudes.
They're substantially bigger than you, Connie.
Right.
I mean, you can
She's
do
gonna
that.
yell
I'm
that.
just letting you know.
And
You,
Punches.
you have a really good thing for this, Connie. Just saying.
I do. I was thinking. I think
This
she's
is
gonna
gonna
swing
go
the...
real bad.
Can I just take a little liberty and describe something?
What are you doing?
Like, she swings at a punch at one of the green guys, and he just, like, catches the punch, and then she turns the fear aura on.
Yes. You make that roll. So,
She says fear aura. Am I thinking, like, fear in WoW? Like, holy
Yes.
crap, everyone freaks out and
Yes.
runs around in a panic?
Yeah.
Yay!
and so Pierce, you see, your back is to Connie, so you see the chest, and what caught your eye was this like silver rod with a glowing crystal on the top of it. Rock, your arrow like hits one of these things in the neck, and it like falls down gurgling. Salk runs in and starts like just boxing two of these things. Connie runs up behind him, like, I'm gonna help. Bah! The thing turns around, glares at her. Connie, like, what does it look like when you turn your fear aura on? Do you just like puff yourself up like a little kid and then turn into fucking Demona?
I'm not sure who Demona is. Hang on.
Google Disney's Gargoyles Demona.
Yeah,
Oh
no
my
kidding.
God. Thing.
Hang on 1 second. Loading.
God.
Demona.
Everybody who can see Connie gets the scared condition.
I don't know if I see it from where I
So
am.
that would be Pierce. Or no, sorry, that would be Rockham, Lawrence, Braden, and I think that's it.
Well, drat.
But yeah, I think she gives one hell of a Kubrick stare, and then like little like just for flavor, like little flames licking up her arms.
Yeah. The fucking goblin jerks away from your hand, screams, which makes the other goblins look, and then they just like throw their clubs straight up and just
It's a chair action.
bolt in 4 different directions.
Oh, that's great.
The problem is Lawrence, Rockham, and Braden also run in 3 different directions.
Braden
Take a
runs.
direction and go.
You know what? All it is the rabbit scream.
Yes.
It is that scream. It is ah!
So meanwhile, Pierce.
Am I close enough to this chest to go in?
Yes, you look into the chest. There's like metal clothes and like a big knife. In fact, 3 big knives. And they all look different. There's that rod that I mentioned. And there's some other stuff too.
Okay, first thing, can I know what the other stuff is, or is it just unrecognizable?
It's nothing you're familiar with.
Okay, can I pick up the rod?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try to do that.
Make a spellbook check for me.
Spellbook check. Okay.
Okay. You touch it, and like what we see is Pierce's eyes go blue and start glowing, like fucking Keto from Atlantis.
Nice.
Pierce,
Yes.
pick a spell.
Oh heck.
Spell?
Pick a spell.
Pick a spell. Oh
Cough, cough,
god.
wish. Cough, cough.
No.
Little kid with wish would be the end of the world thing.
Oh yeah.
Pick a spell.
Pick a spell.
Oh god.
There's so many to choose from.
Teleportation.
You guys are thinking way too big. I'm gonna deny big
I know.
ones.
I was thinking like
I know the
prestidigitation or
one. I know
something.
the one.
I was
I know
gonna
the spell.
say,
What do you want?
like
Bubble.
paladin bubble.
Shield. Yes.
The one his mom does.
Imagine literally a bubble.
You know the shield spell.
Nice.
So Pierce, you pick up this rod. As the fear aura wears off from the rest of you, and you like look around, Pierce just like spins the staff, and this fucking like purple sphere extends from around him and encompasses everything around the cave.
Oh, wow.
I go up and I poke it.
You're inside it. No, you're not. You ran off.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you touch it, your hand bounces back and it burns.
Just blowing on my. I'm not gonna blow into the mic, but I'm blowing on my hand. And
Just ow, 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 ow.
yeah.
Braden proceeds to
Pierce,
take his
add that.
claw.
Pierce, add that
I
spell to
did.
your. Okay, cool.
I did.
So when I was here, there was a dude asking for help somewhere around here.
Yeah, did I get any response when Connie was like, hey, you okay in there?
No, you didn't know.
Oh, he's totally dead.
But now that the screaming has stopped, somebody goes, "Did you win?" It's a different voice than what Rockham heard.
Did you win?
Sock him
Yes!
big boy, big heart sprinting to the noise like,
Yeah,
I'll save you.
Well, we're not dead.
You hear another voice go, "Holy shit, kid! It's a kid."
Thank you.
Okay, so Sock, you run into the cave. There's a little, like a short, like stumpy, like
Oh, heck.
bearded person tied to like a queen, like a long-eared, like she could only be a queen out of a fairy tale, tied
Yep.
to like a grown-up like human with like gray hair, and he's wearing like those leather clothes that you saw before, but it's a different human. And then
Okay.
these three are also tied to Connie, except a man.
Oh,
An
heck.
adult.
I knew she could turn into animals.
Yeah, like a grown-up Connie.
I followed Sock right behind
Look
him.
at all
I mean,
of them.
Lawrence is right
You
behind
can't get in the
him.
bubble.
Yeah.
You can't get you two can't get in the bubble.
Oh, heck.
Put the bubble
Look at
down.
all of them. Look back at Connie, if I can see her, and go.
Yeah, Connie is dumbstruck.
Is this your dad?
No.
He looks
Oh.
like you. Sort of, but more of a man.
Pierce is going to try to put the bubble down.
So the man version of Connie goes, "Little help, please."
Braden
Sock
pops
Run over and start untying.
Yeah,
the rope.
you start untying them, and immediately the little person like runs out of the cave over to the chest, and
There's a
like he
bubble.
like knocks Pierce out of the way, grabs the sword, spins around, and realizes that the goblins are gone.
Pierce is on the ground now.
I mean,
I'll go and help
would
you.
that drop the bubble?
There.
Oh yeah, he drops the bubble.
I mean,
Lawrence dropped it.
Lawrence would be running right in.
Ow.
Nice to meet you too. The green people are gone.
Standing there waving at him.
Yeah.
You know, the other three are like coming out of the cave with the twins, and they're all like looking at each other. And
Sokka would make something up on the floor. You're welcome. You've just been saved by the band of the greatest heroes to ever walk these lands.
What you
Lawrence would reach over and just, give him a dope slap. Knock it off.
the tiefling like reaches into one of the backpacks, and he pulls out like a hat with a feather on it, and, like puts it on, and he goes, "Did you get my script?" I'll be taking my journal back, young man.
Pierce, is Pierce still holding that thingy he took
Yes.
from the?
Staff, yeah.
Yes, you are.
Has Sokka just found his new mentor for Bard?
I hope
It just
so.
disappears into the countryside with him.
I found your magic stick thingy.
Yeah, there's the queen lady like comes over to you, and she smiles, and the entire world evaporates, Pierce.
Oh,
Just there is nothing but this lady, and she smiles at you. She's got like honey where her hair should be, and she's got like a river where her dress should be, and she's like you know it's autumn, but it feels like summer.
I love this so much.
This is adorable.
And she's like glowing. It's weird. You've never seen something like this before. And she just like very gently like takes the staff from you and like pats you on the head, and suddenly you can fly.
I feel like all of us feel this way today.
To quote the Princess Bride, young wow.
Not so much that. It's just she's a fucking elf.
Yeah.
Not sure if
elf
charm
experience.
person, friends, or some combination thereof.
Or none.
Just elf.
And she like takes the staff, and she's like looking through the stuff, and she says, Gideon, it looks like they have most of your things. And the older human comes over and starts like, he pulls out like an archer's gauntlet and goes to like strap it on, and he's grumbling.
I'm just
Meanwhile, the tiefling has like sat himself down on a rock. He's letting the others take their stuff, and he's appraising you guys. And he goes, so, who do I have to thank, and which one of your ballads do I have to write?
I give a bow.
Connie points at Pierce.
Speak up. It's the little one, pointing at Connie.
Connie's pointing at Pierce.
Pierce is still dumbstruck.
And Lawrence is over here.
Pierce is staring at the elf. There's no pupils in his eyes.
He's like, oh.
There's nothing but the elf.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Connie like waves a hand in front of Pierce's face.
And
You got names, kids?
Lawrence is just rubbing his face.
my name is Rockham. I'm the one who found you guys, and yeah, I brought my friends.
Someone jumped Lawrence into a heroic man.
The tiefling like runs one finger along his hat, looking at you, Rockham, and he goes, "Right, you're the one who ran away. Thanks for that."
I prefer getting back up. I'm gonna ensure your safety.
Like I said, thanks for that.
And I bow. It's not a very good bow, mind you, but
Pierce. Pierce is my name.
I'm Connie. I startled green men.
Gaze lingers on you for a second, Connie. He says, "Tristan Seargaze, at your service. That's, well, my associates. Gideon, better known as the Grey Fox, the little stunty one with the bad attitude is Tremere, and, well, Mr. Pierce, it seems you've already met Tula."
Yeah.
Tremere? Oh god, he's a vampire.
Yeah, right?
were these friends of yours?
Something like that. We travel together, save the day every now and then, and apparently when we forget to set a watch, we get captured by goblins. Tremere. And the dwarf is like grumbling. He picks up the chest with all the metal clothes in it and goes back in the cave.
I would like to say at this
Up
point,
until that moment, I was looking at them, but not like touching them, just like, ooh, shiny.
Sokka gets stars in his eyes. Are you guys some of the heroes that the festival is for?
Everybody needs to make a comprehend roll. You need 3.
At this point,
I don't know if I want 3.
I just like looking for a shoulder.
And
Oh
individual.
Whole lot of nada.
whoa.
This is so perfect. So Sokka is like, "Are you guys the heroes?" And like Gideon, Tristan, and Tula all like glance at each other. But the kids don't catch it. It's so perfect. And then Tristan goes, "What do you mean heroes? We're just everyday people on our way to the city, same as you."
But you have like awesome stuff, and
You said you save the world every once in a while, and there's a festival going on in the city.
Gideon pulls out this like huge crossbow with like two different ports in it for arrows, and he goes, "So do you." He like points at the horn on your belt.
if Rockham can melt, he will.
I mean, even Lawrence is eyeballing that crossbow.
He'd probably get a bit too close for personal space, but looking at it,
Kid.
Which one was the swordsman?
This Gideon has 2 swords hanging from his belt, and Tremere had one in the chest when he went inside.
Is
Okay, so
Pierce
the
is
one that
familiar
was
as-
acting like a bard wasn't.
The
Familiar.
Bard does not have a sword, and Tula does not have a sword.
Which one was the bard? 'Cause I
Tristan,
don't-
the tiefling. So the dwarf has a sword and armor. Gideon the human has 2 swords and a crossbow. Tula is a mage, and Tristan is a bard.
Okay.
Is
So there's
anyone
5 of
hurt?
them.
No, there's 4 of them.
4.
Are we all good?
Where are you headed? Are you by yourselves?
Did no response to that? Okay.
Oh, what did you say, Connie?
I asked if anyone was hurt.
Oh,
And Lawrence actually followed up with the same question.
again, they kind of glance at each other, and you hear from inside the cave, "Give us a minute!"
We're heading to the city.
Oh, what for?
You know, the festival, heroes, all that.
Tristan
One
chuckles
sec-
as he says, "I'm sure you've got your own stories to tell, no?"
Yeah, there was this dragon, and a tree fell on us, and we got lost in the corn.
Sokka jumps up. Sokka jumps forward.
Tristan takes out a lute and starts humming as you're talking, Connie.
Ooh, nice.
I rolled a pig.
And then it started raining.
There's a
That was a
clanking.
cold
There's a
night.
clanking sound, and the dwarf comes back out. He's wearing like full like dwarven male armor. It's like steel inlaid with gold. He's got his beard braided, and he like walks over to Gideon, and like puts his hand on him, and his hand starts glowing, and then Gideon glows, and Gideon like inhales sharply.
Oh, hooray,
You're a
cleric.
torch. That's cool.
Whoa!
I mean, Lawrence is just staring at his armor.
Sokka just
Yeah.
flat out fangirl screams.
I think we're all fangirling at this point.
Tula is just politely leaning on a rock and watching you guys.
Hey, Mr. Bull. Kidder has joined us.
yeah.
Tristan says,
Hello, Kidder.
"No, where are you all from?"
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chuckle.
Everybody just starts everybody's basically nodding, I think.
Gideon says, "You're out here by yourselves?"
No, we have each other.
Yeah.
We have each other.
Friendship.
They glance at each other.
I mean, we took out the green things.
We got this far.
There's still one lying on the ground with an arrow through his neck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bothered with it since. I'll get the arrow before we leave, but if I can.
And like looking at you, and Tula says, "No grown-ups."
No.
Lawrence would noticeably flinch.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Just like, oh.
They wouldn't
Connie
let
I
us
says
mean, at the
nothing.
same time, I'm awestruck, so I don't know if I care too much.
So Brett would kind of
We
hide.
just want to get to the city.
They wouldn't let us come, so we did what an adventurer would do. We went of our own volition.
Tristan guffaws. Gideon has a laugh too. Tristan is like set the loot down, and he's like howling. Gideon pulls out a metal like. It's a flask, but you guys don't know what a flask is. It's like a metal like container with like a screw top on it, and he like unscrews and he holds it out to you, Lawrence.
And
you
Walk over.
hear Tula like start to chide him. She's like, "Gideon," and like he just glances back at her, holds the flask out to you, Lawrence.
I mean, I'd take it and
Tristan
Yeah.
is pissing himself. Tristan is about to fall off the boulder. He's laughing so hard.
Oh dear.
I mean, I would take a sniff.
It smells like. Ooh. You take a sniff. It smells like rot and fire.
Rotten Fire is definitely a metal album.
I'd raise an eyebrow. Look at Gideon. What is this?
An adventure.
Walk over.
You look it over.
Can I see if I can identify what the heck this is?
You're not close enough. It's a flask.
Yeah.
Tula's like tutting and scowling at Gideon.
He's thinking for a
Wait.
second,
Wait, he said it's an adventure.
He said it's an adventure, yes.
and
God, he's giving us liquor.
I don't know that. Lawrence is
Sock'em.
For a moment.
Sock'em. If
And
I
you
may,
take a drink.
Sock'em's gonna hear adventure.
Make a body roll.
Oh god! This is going to be stupid, isn't it?
Gonna vomit.
Hey, I got a 1.
Yeah, you did. It's like somebody punched you in the mouth, and then you swallow it, and the same person who punched you in the mouth is choking you?
Yep. Want to pat him on the back?
Sock'em would rush up and like take a chug because he heard it's an adventure.
Make a body roll before Gideon can stop you.
No. Please
Yeah,
I don't even pat his back. I'm
it's like you got hit in the stomach by a charging boar.
And Lawrence is like half gagging.
Everybody knows
yeah.
what that feels like.
Fucking Tremere is laughing behind his gauntleted hand. Fucking Tristan is on the ground. His like tail is flailing.
That's some bad water.
And he snatches it out of his hand and takes a whiff.
Sock'em,
It's strong alcohol.
On this episode, the kids get hammered.
On this episode, Lawrence does more than just summon fire.
While trying to hold himself together, Sock'em would look at Gideon and go, "Not bad."
Gideon takes the flask from you, Connie, before you can drink it, and caps it and like slips it back. It disappears in
No.
his cloak.
She took a whiff and like just held it out slightly, and she starts to say, I think your tincture could use a little longer.
That's some bad water.
Tula says, "You've had your fun, Gideon. Go secure the campsite." And Gideon like scowls and gets up and goes to patrol the area.
Lawrence, okay.
So, I would like to do something.
Yeah.
Pierce would make a little bit of connection between the staff and the
She's
elf lady.
holding it, so yes.
Yes, of course he would. She'd go over there and tug her on her sleeve or tap her on the arm or whatever, and so
She feels like she's made of stone, but also flowers.
Oh, jeez.
hey, you said you
Your voice sounds like somebody stretched a wire and then flicked it. It's really unsettling.
Hey,
Compared to how she sounds, it hurts your ears.
you can do magic too, right?
It's like she turns her eyes from Lawrence and Sock'em, who are dying, down to you.
Dying slowly.
It's simultaneously like you're standing in the sun and being shot by a bow.
Take a small step back.
You fall on your butt. You can very far away and like through several layers of cloth, you can hear Tristan howling with laughter. He has not gotten his sense back.
he's gonna pass out if he keeps that.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's probably got a headache.
Yeah. Does she say anything or just look at me?
No, she's just looking at you. She's an elf, dude.
The whole world fades away.
I would like to say the familiar tries to perch on her shoulder or something.
If you will you're familiar to do that, you can make that roll.
Screw it. Nope.
Nope. Your familiar hides under your shirt.
If I may, Sock'em would try to collect himself and go join Gideon.
You don't know where Gideon went. He fucking disappeared.
Oh.
Like you go to follow him. He doesn't leave tracks. He's just fucking evaporated.
Runs out to where he had just turned from.
Yep.
Guys, Gideon's a wizard.
Yeah.
Pierce, you see Tula look away from you when Sock'em shouts, and it's simultaneously like being out in the frost again, but also like coming up out from underwater.
This is great.
And she looks at
hilarious.
Salcom and like covers her mouth and chuckles lightly. And about this point, Tremere says, "Right, are any of you hurt?"
I don't
look back
know.
at Connie.
I think we're all okay.
We're a bit tired.
I think you're good, except maybe Pierce waving her hand in front of his face again.
Pierce is
slightly.
gone. Pierce has left the building. And so Tristan, like calming down, he goes, "Just top them all off, Trem." And he nods and he pulls out, and all of you see this, like on the end of his sword there's a little like medallion, and he takes it off and he puts it around his neck, and it's a little like circle with a bunch of like wavy limbs coming off of it. It's a sun, and he clutches it, and he like murmurs under his breath. You hear the word Palor, but you don't know what it means. And yeah, like all of you are filled with warmth. You all feel as if you've slept. All of your conditions go away. You're not hungry.
Not exhausted.
Whoa.
Wow.
And if you have any like sore feet or sore back or whatever, it's gone.
I like her magic the best.
That was the
Lawrence is shaking
dwarf.
himself out like,
That was the dwarf. That wasn't Tula.
I don't know how you did that, but I want to learn.
Shaking stuff out like, whoa.
Pierce.
Pierce has not looked away.
No.
Start shouting at Pierce. Trying to get him convicted. You need to learn that.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna pinch him so he
I
wakes
think
up.
Connie would get a jump.
so the rest of you like see Tristan like get up, adjust his hat, walks over. He puts his hand on Tula's shoulder, and he goes, "You did it again, sweetheart." Leans down and snaps his fingers in front of Pierce's nose. There's a spark and a smell of sulfur, and Pierce, you're back to reality.
Huh?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm pinching your arm.
Connie waving her hand in front of your face.
Tristan like kneels down and he looks at you, Pierce, like looks him down, and he goes, "Don't stare at the pretty lady. Trust me on that."
I wasn't. I swear.
I cover his eyes. With just my hand. So.
Pierce has a crush on the princess.
Throw the book at him.
Wouldn't you?
Tula turns her gaze on Salcom.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And Salcom, do you look at the princess when you say that?
I'm probably looking at Pierce still.
Make a heart roll.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, it's that kind of
That heart is no longer yours.
What?
So she actually cast a spell on your ass.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. I
Lessons are being learned today. So you say Pierce has a crush on the princess.
Okay. Oh, well.
The word princess like dies in your throat. You feel your body go limp, and the rest of you see him just fall forward. Salcom, what is the single greatest sensation you've ever felt?
Oh boy.
Oh,
I know you said soccer. Just what?
What is your happy place?
For Sockham,
Mm-hmm.
that's his quote unquote happy place is him envisioning future as this revered gladiatorial master.
Okay, so we get the shot of Salcom as he is, except dressed like a fucking like Greek. Like, he's got like a toga on, and he's got like a laurel wreath on, and you just flopped face down into whatever you imagine the bed of an impressive gladiator just flopped into. You ache as if you just had a good match, and you are like, in all ways, you are in this reality. The rest of you just saw him fucking faceplant after mocking Pierce.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over.
Connie immediately gets the smelling salts out.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. What everyone just saw was Sockham pretty much
Yeah, just plank.
And now
Boom.
Yeah, just fell over.
experiencing his best day.
Oh no, you can't move. Like you can't actually move.
Oh,
It's literally like a dream, from what I'm understanding.
And so kind of you get the smelling salts out, and this is the shitty thing about this spell. It doesn't turn into a nightmare. The nightmare is Connie wakes you up.
Oh, that's mean.
I don't like the princess.
That's mean.
Oh,
That's impressive.
I don't like you, but that was impressive.
You don't know.
But I
You don't know that Tula did anything.
And then you just passed out, or went to a new reality or something.
That's Sokkum standing up going, I don't know which is real.
I slap him.
What's it, Travis?
You just slap him. Make a force roll.
Yep, this is real, so best way to prove it.
Straight up bitch slap.
I'm not gonna backhand him, but
Yeah, you are. So you slap him, poof! And Sog, your like body turns to the side from the slap.
does it feel real yet?
No, because I hurt there too.
Just, ow.
I don't slap him again, but I'll leave him alone after that.
I hurt a lot, and I'd ask you not to do it again. But I wouldn't be angry if you did, because I've been screwing up a lot lately.
I'd do it again.
Make a force roll.
Lord, just over here, just like, here we go again.
Alright, I deserve that one too.
I'm
So
gonna
how
stop
hard
doing
is the
that.
guard laughing?
I leave him alone.
And I might
Tristan's not laughing anymore.
and I might have needed that second one. But if you do it again, Rockham,
Brayden, what are you doing during all of
I
this?
give you a pat on the back.
I mean, I've just been sitting watching all this unfold.
Okay.
Peter wants to play too.
Hello, Peter.
I was waiting for you to finish, but I was going to say, can let Braden sneak off and try and find the rogue man?
The Gideon?
Yes.
You can certainly try and make this sneak roll. In the meantime, and Tristan speaks up addressing all of you. He says, "You hungry?"
Not anymore.
No, not really.
You will be.
I could always eat.
And Lawrence was like, not yet.
Damn, that's sneaky, by the way.
It's dark. Why don't you break bread with us? You saved us after all.
Sure.
Okay.
So long as there's no more of that, she points to the previously collapsed kiddo.
Sokkum, for the first time talking to these people in a nervous way, can I help cook?
Immediately, all of the adults go, "No."
He was doing good for this, for as long as we were out here.
I mean, between him and me.
We had this nice big pig until the rain happened.
We had fish, too.
We had sheep too.
We've cooked some fish. We've got a.
No, wait, I'm still with the farmer. We had a nice sheep until the rain happened.
So, what's great about this is we can crossfade to the 4 of them and the 5 of you sitting around or 6 of you is sitting around a fire swapping stories.
Ooh, yeah. Including the cornfield.
So who do we fade back in on?
I'm gonna let someone else take this one.
Oh, you know what? Let's fade in on Lawrence. He'd
Okay.
be relating how he got the burn on his face. And
Yeah, like
all that.
you're all together. It's just one of you is finishing up the story.
Yeah. So I'd be wrapping up and be like, and that's how I got this, unfortunately.
And Tula
Pointing
is
to a-
like, Tula's
Pointing
like,
to a paper cut sized injury.
and Tula is like scowling. Tremere like comes over and he says, "You want I take care of that?"
And Lawrence looks at him, thinks for a second, says, like, no. Like, I need to remind myself of not getting over my head, you know?
He nods, gives you a pat on the arm. Gideon gives you a firm nod across the fire. And Tristan is tuning his lute, and he keeps glancing over at Connie. And he says, "You know, I never got your names."
Rockham.
Pierce.
Bray.
Lawrence.
Connie.
This is my twin Rockham. I point to him.
Oh,
And yeah, and he's like he lapses into silence, like playing a song that you've never heard before. As the others like start telling you guys a story about where they came from, and it sounds like the type of stuff that your parents would read to you to go to sleep. They say that they came from like far away over some mountains. You have no idea what a mountain is. How they met at a tavern. You're not sure what a tavern is, and they decided through their various desires to travel together and make their place in history, either by finishing business, and Gideon kind of like tilts his head, serving a higher power, Tremere salutes, getting rich, Tristan like briefly stops playing, and so on. And they found themselves here after, and get this, after they slayed a dragon.
Wow.
Oh.
So how'd you go from dragon to green people?
Ambush, that's how.
Yeah. Tristan
Yeah,
like
it's gonna get in the drop on you.
yeah, Tristan like stops playing for a second, and he says, "The difference between a hero and a fool is one fateful moment. Luckily for us, you heroes were here."
Okay, maybe that should fix it. It keeps cutting out.
Hopefully.
Welcome back, Nightfall.
Neat. We saw a dragon the other day,
Yeah, in a ravine.
and then a tree fell on us.
That
sorry.
was someone's fault.
What color was the dragon?
Sorry. I tried to help.
What color was the mist?
So Tula said, "What color is the dragon?" And all of you were
know,
going
no.
to say a different color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll say like green or something.
Purple?
Was it
Wait.
black?
Sorry.
They all like glance at each other.
It was foggy, but there was a dragon.
And a tree. And then another tree.
You're going to
And
be
then
all
the
right
right
getting
guy.
into the city by yourselves? Do you know the way back?
Yeah.
I point in direction back.
I look away every time the lady voice happens, and I'm terrified. Who's doing
You don't know it was her.
No, I mean in this chat.
Hmm.
Huh?
In the... Never
Yeah.
mind.
I'm sure we can get to the city. It's not too much further, I don't think.
If not, we can figure it out. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We've made it this far. We can make it further.
Where are your
It-
parents?
At the village.
Home.
Home.
Yeah. Back home.
They're at home.
Tristan gets like a weird look on his face. And Gideon says, "You wouldn't happen to know the name of that village, would you?"
I don't think we do we?
No, but there was
Villages
a
have names?
sign that pointed at
Lawrence
a
just
called
shaking his head.
It's called home.
Pierce would speak up, say, "There's like a sign that point in the direction of it, but it is something else."
You see Tremere more than once glance over at Tristan. Right, and finally, as you guys are like finishing up your meal, Tristan says, "Good family near there. Or at least in that direction. You probably don't know them."
Huh?
I mean, maybe.
Connie just starts listing off random people from the village.
Yeah.
I'll join in.
Tristan doesn't react.
Okay. I'll probably stop after like 4 names. That's probably all I remember.
And Gideon says, "You can sleep in the cave. We'll watch you through the night, but we've got to get going, so you'll be on your own tomorrow."
You going on a quest of some sort?
We're expected.
Ooh.
She like gestures towards the castle.
Is there a dragon?
They used to be.
Just all strong.
Sokka would get that big, meaty boy contemplation look as he pulls out his lump of metal and starts crashing his fist into it harder than normal.
Oh dear.
He does that.
The grown-ups just kind of like glance at each other.
It's a thing he does.
And do you guys turn in for the evening?
Yeah.
Before we do, at some point I think Connie's going to talk to Mr. Bardman. Whose
Tristan.
name I've already forgotten.
Tristan
Thank you,
Seargaze.
Tristan.
After
and
that, I talk more.
quietly off to the side if she can. Gonna
He
ask
is
him.
not going to let you go off alone with him. Every time you try, he addresses another one of the kids.
Ooh.
Well, in that case, she's gonna wait for an opportunity where, like, the conversation breaks up into different pieces, you know, two
Right.
people talking to two people, etc. But at some point, she's gonna ask him, but what do you do if people are mean to you?
Oh.
He glances over at Tula. Tula's staring at you, Connie. And he says, usually it's because I owe them money. What do you mean?
All right, Gambit.
I mean, you and I are a little.
Handsome?
What color is this guy?
Red.
A little redder.
I mean, if it helps, I can make your friends turn red. I can make Tula turn red.
It wouldn't take a whole lot. I just gotta lose my belt.
Huh.
Well then.
Wow. That's a good thing.
I don't see what being red has to do with anything.
Never mind.
You know what she means, Tristan. Tristan scowls. And he like leans over to you, Connie, or he keeps the fire between the two of you, but he leans over because he's a tiefling. He doesn't give a shit about fire. He says, "Right. How do I put this? It's gonna happen a lot. And when it comes down to it, you've got two options. You can be the scariest thing around, which has its place." He gestures at the dead goblin. Or you can let them believe what you want and have your own fun. Or what they want and let you have your own fun. You're not going to change people's minds. But the people whose minds you can't change don't matter. He gestures at your friends.
I give a thumbs up.
Orange just nods quietly.
And if that doesn't work, kill him. And everybody just stares at Tremere.
Like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, and she just kind of like gives this slight slow nod that speeds up a little bit as she like takes the words in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
He like reaches into his like vest, and he pulls out something, and he says, "Hold your hand down."
She holds her hand out, like eyebrow quirk.
And he sets something in your hand.
But is it?
It's like a scrap of cloth.
What is this?
Put it on.
What is it?
Wait, looking at it more closely, it's a hood.
She like pulls her own hood up,
Trust me.
shrugs, and then puts it back down.
Mm-hmm. You put the hood on?
She would look to him like, "You sure? I got the thing." But if he's like, "Yeah, still put it on," then yeah, she would put it on.
Yeah. Do you speak Abyssal? Or Infernal? Whichever.
I think it would be Infernal, yeah.
Do you speak Infernal?
I don't think we discussed that, but
Do you?
probably.
Okay. He says the Infernal word for obscure.
Obscure?
Obscure. Do you say it back?
Yeah.
So all the rest of you, Connie turns into a little human.
Boink, boink.
Whoa.
You don't see any difference, Connie. You still look like you.
You're human?
But Connie looks like a little brunette human with like curly hair.
I go over and like poke where like her arm.
Lawrence is staring at her. Just like,
What?
Very, very confused.
What did I do?
Arm instead of the mouth.
Pierce is off-put by this.
What did I do?
Just poking, like, are you?
You look
I
normal.
put the hood down again.
Yeah, you put the hood down. Connie is Connie again.
What just?
That's awesome.
What is this?
You turn it into a person, ish.
Wow!
Oh, okay.
Tula
Okay,
like
Wording on Bride's fault. He was like,
I mean, if Rockham says that, Tula like tuts at him.
no, it was gonna be human person because
Right.
That was the wrong word.
no.
Hit Rockham in the back of the head with the book.
That's not
racist.
in canon. That's not what I said. I fucked up. That was Bright having a my bad moment.
Okay.
Well,
My original wording was gonna be, "You look like a different person,"
oh, I see.
but then I tried to correct it to human, and then the whole chat blew up.
Whoops.
And now my desk is squeaking.
Lawrence just be staring at her like, whoa, well, that's different. How'd you do that?
Puts the hood back up. Says obscure?
Nothing happens. Tristan says, once per sunrise.
Oh.
But it lasts a while.
Really cool.
Can you not, cat?
A random cat comes out of the wild.
The
Sorry, cat.
dwarf walks over to you, Lawrence, and he says, foreshadowing. And he pulls out of one of his... Go ahead.
Oh, just Lawrence. Just notably, since his story, Lawrence has been real quiet more than usual
Yeah.
because he got, he was relating the story and just got thinking. It's like,
Tremere reaches into one of his belt pouches and he pulls out another wooden icon of Pelor and holds it out to you.
I mean, Lawrence would hold his hand out and just, what's this?
A marker.
Turn it over in his fingers.
It's a little wooden sun.
Is it smiling?
Nope.
So what's it do?
Whatever you need it to.
That's specific.
So, is it magic?
Lawrence look it over, look at Tremere, just say, thank you.
He nods.
This will be helpful, I think.
Cat.
Which one was the?
Ninja Kitty!
Which one was the one with the cool looking crossbow thing?
Gideon.
If you keep randomly saying cat, Connie's gonna turn into one.
At some point before we retire for the night, probably just before, I want to have a quick conversation with him.
Yeah. I know Brayden does as well.
I also
Brayden, you can go first if you want.
I had something I wanted to do, if I may.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
I'm doing mine right before bed.
While we have them all still together there, like a bit before we all turn in,
Mm-hmm.
Sokka would stop his contemplation. He would set the metal piece down, knuckles are bleeding from bashing it so hard.
he would look at all of them and go, I've got a question. You said you've done a lot of stuff, killed dragons, this and that. When I was young, my granddad would give me...
When I was young. You say that and all of them chuckle.
Younger.
When I was
Even
younger,
Rockham does.
when I was younger, my granddad would give me and Rockham advice, telling Rockham he would always be this great man, this great hunter.
Aim for the throat.
Aim for the throat, that you'd be the man most connected to the earth. That wasn't one of them dirty druids. His words, not mine. Sorry, Connie, you're wondering.
Something I did not know about
That's a
her
running
until now.
joke.
I remember there was one day when I was real little. He had taken me out in the woods. We were going for a stroll. He looked at me and went. He looked at me and he started his usual tale he gives me. Rockham wasn't with us though, so I was rather confused. And then he finishes his spiel and looks at me and goes, "Those feel like hollow words. I've said them to you for so long, don't they? Well, believe me, boy. You've got a bleeding heart. It's one of your greatest weaknesses. It'll get you killed.
That doesn't sound like Grandpa at all.
But it's also the thing that'll guide you most in this world. You will be a pillar for people to look up to." The old granddad had a few drinks, and he always lays the part of the "you can be a hero" when he's drunk. And when he's sober, he always tells me I'm never gonna. I should just stick to the town and do the labor that I'm supposed to. I was wondering, from all of your tales, can anyone be a hero?
Rockham is very surprised.
Can anyone be a hero? I think almost unanimously they go, no.
Oh.
And then Gideon says, but you've got the makings of one.
Yeah.
That's heartwarming.
Plus, I'll be right beside him the whole step of the way.
Sokka would start shaking and just cry a little bit.
Assuming one of you doesn't fall in a ravine.
Again.
I mean, we survived.
Barely. No thanks to Sockham.
I mean, yeah, I can't argue that. You kind of dropped a tree on us, bro. I'm sorry.
Sokka chuckles to his little crying spell he's going. Next time I'll aim for the dragon.
So, Rock, you're given 3 extra bowstrings.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Brayden, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Just to clarify, Gideon is a rogue.
He's a ranger.
Ranger. No, well, it was one of those. Sorry.
Rogue ranger, similar.
Yeah.
What do you need?
That's fine.
You don't want to do anything?
I did have a small combo. I know we gotta wrap up soon. But
Yep.
probably as he's giving me the bowstring, I'm looking him over. But where'd you get the, and I kinda... Do I know it's called a crossbow?
No.
For me, it's just shiny bow thing.
Where'd you get the really big bow?
You have seen something like this before on that orc. He had a crossbow, but that's the first crossbow you've seen.
Where'd you get the big thing? I kind of point to it. It's really cool looking. Kind of looks like this when I show him my bow.
Yeah, he like pulls it off. It looks nothing like yours.
I mean, it's the best comparison I have.
This is the type of thing that he has to like kneel down and brace to shoot. Like this
What I'm
is
imagining is the
it's a medieval fantasy anti-material rifle.
It's an arbalest, is what it
Yes.
is.
What was the
It's a
dwarf
miniaturized
dragon?
obelisk.
that giant crossbow he had that he had to like sit there and reload and pull the whole
Yeah.
thing back?
Yeah,
That's what an arbalest
that's
is.
what it is. Except this one has two vertical ports. It's like a double barrel arbalist.
Rockham is fangasming a little bit.
All right, he says, "Where'd you get it?"
Yeah, like
He says,
he wants one.
"You want directions?"
A nod. It's really cool.
He nods. He says, he points down through the castle. He says, "Keep going. Follow the road all the way until you see more water than you've ever seen before. Then find somebody who has a fish for a tail and ask them to grant you a wish. And like rubs your head.
And I
That's
like
not
the
Okay,
ridiculous,
that's-
Cletus.
I like the Gunny. Can you turn into a person with a fishtail?
Tristan laughs.
I'd have to see one first.
It won't be this campaign, but there's a mental note to do that a few years from now.
He's
but-
fucking with you.
I mean,
Yes, but he doesn't know that.
I
Okay,
want to see
fair.
more water
It'd
than
be funny.
I want to see more water than I've ever seen before, and have my wish granted.
Didn't the
I'm a-
hundred dudes also
I'm a
mention
kid, I'm
more
allowed to
water than
believe
you'd
things.
seen before in the opposite direction?
Yes, except they were talking about a lake on a mountainside.
I would like to talk with the
Tula?
new wizard lady.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Who all was there? There was.
Tula, Tristan, Tremere, and Gideon.
Let me see if I got this. Gideon was the bard.
Nope.
Nope.
No?
Gideon is the rogue.
Gideon's the rogue.
The rogue ranger dude.
Right. Matula was the.
Tula is the wizard.
Right. Then the other two is.
Tremere is the
cleric.
cleric.
And
And
then
Tristan is the bard.
Now, wanting to be a barbarian, Sockham is eventually
Her
going
name
to
is not Matula, her name is Tula.
Sockham wants to ask him where he got his strummy thing.
Hang on. There you go.
Sockham would want to ask Tristan where he got his strummy thing, because I doubt he's seen he's seen one before.
And then he looks at it and he says, graduation present.
Is there anywhere I could get one?
He looks you up and down. And says, can you read?
Not
He
yet.
can.
Pierce would raise a hand.
He takes out a quill and an inkwell and a piece of like a scrap of paper, and he writes something down and he hands it to you, Pierce.
I read what it says.
It says, the College of Eversong.
Blank. Wait.
Hooray, Bard College.
Hang on. I'm having a moment and I want to write that down. The College of what?
Eversong.
You realize you're gonna have to come up with the homebrew for that now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally okay with that.
Okay.
So is
My
it
mic went
College
out.
of the Song That Never Ends?
Yes.
Something Harry Potter about this music.
Okay. So a little bit ago, Discord cut out. I wanted to say something. Can I
Okay.
talk with the wizard lady?
You
for
want
a
to talk to
moment?
Tula?
Yes.
Okay.
Without looking directly at her, he'd point at the staff she's holding. Say, when I picked that up, something happened? What exactly does it do? Sword?
The crystal on the staff flashes, and all of you hear, whatever the hell I want, kid.
It's a living staff.
It,
Sockham turns on his heels. Living rock.
where,
Both the Lord's eyebrows should go up.
where can I get one of those?
Tula like scowls and she goes, "You don't want something like this. It's nothing but trouble."
I want living rock.
I have a mom that does a lot of magic. I think I can handle it.
The staff goes, "You're lucky. I don't have anyone except the creator, and he's a jerk." Tula just lets out this long-suffering sigh and like puts her hand to her face.
Oh dear.
I love how Pierce was all nervous and everything until suddenly he mentions his mom, and he sounds so cocky. My mom does a lot of magic. I think I could handle it.
I
Mom's
mean,
got it going on.
they're a kid. Parents can do anything.
Yes.
Sockham is like shaking Rock in the shoulders, screaming.
I would like to
Rock.
point out that your mom being a wizard is a hell of a power move in the playground argument.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's almost as much a power move as having two dads and being immune to yo mama jokes.
Wow.
But you're double
Mom,
critical
Bard,
to
so I think I'll go.
your dad jokes.
No see the sheer silence.
I mean, I can't really follow that up.
The talking staff has completely derailed Pierce. I love it.
Is there one to get that doesn't talk?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? And Tula like puts her hand over the crystal and she says, "When you're old enough, I'm sure you can find an arcane catalyst."
Meanwhile, Rockham's quietly whispering to his bow in the corner, seeing if it talks back.
A catalyst, like what you stick in a thing to make it go faster?
Sort of.
Actually, that's yeah, it is really clever.
Hang on, here's a thought I just had.
I have a name, you know. Tula like shushes the staff.
I don't need to know it.
You couldn't pronounce it anyway. It's in Celestial.
Try us.
Would be polite.
And so,
Then why would
you
you
say
want us to know
try
it?
us. You're all like near deafened by this like mechanical screeching, like
Jesus.
piercing
Oh,
cry.
Ah!
And you all like cover
heck
your
is
ears,
that?
and Tristan like comes over and like grabs the staff and just chucks it into the cave. And the sound
nice.
stops.
Nice to meet you, Screech.
Yeah.
All I can think of is Saved by the Bell now.
And Tula's just like rubbing her nose.
I like Screech.
He's funny.
I don't like him.
With respect, don't talk to the staff anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not
I
planning on it.
don't want to talk to the staff anymore.
I finally realized that's Kit doing it without any edits, and that's kind of creepy.
What?
Welcome to Kit.
Yeah.
I keep making that voice. for
Which
Tula.
voice? Which
It
one?
does.
Tula.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wait till you hear the amazing voice someday.
It's really not that hard.
I knocked my headset off.
Wow.
What just happened? It was silence and then laughing.
I went through this a few years ago and I'm loving this.
Yeah. And I'm
It's
kind of
not
getting
pulling-
used to it now, so.
I can do it in the
Started
other
pulling
direction if you
voices out of his
prefer.
ass is what he's laughing about.
I don't.
Hi, Toshi. Have you seen Perrin around?
Yes, actually.
Okay, we have rather
We've had our
derailed.
fun.
Oh, hey, it's 10 o'clock.
Alright, so are you guys going to turn in for the evening? Tula
guess,
will extricate the staff before you go to bed.
I think we bothered the people enough. I'm gonna go rest for the evening.
Sockham would have taken the piece
Yeah.
of paper from Pierce, and he would be cradling it as he sleeps.
Oh,
Speaking of
what? Oh, the piece of paper. Okay, so as you guys turn in, you get your first restful sleep with full bellies and eased aches in 3 days. You wake up, you're by yourselves, the camp has been taken down and departed, and there is no trace of your new friends, except for a pair of boots by Braden. There's a pair of fur-lined boots by you, Brayton. They look to be too big for you until you put them on, and then they conform to your feet.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice boots.
You no longer leave tracks.
Oh,
And that's gonna be where we wrap it up for the evening.
Yep.
We're all screwed.
Wow.
I want to take this group and like 15 years from now just see what's happened to them.
Yeah.
In a
Absolutely.
We're gonna need a
Let's see how many of us die in the first session.
Freaking everybody.
I might have to do a riff on the you all meet at the tavern, like the beginning of Dragonlance Chronicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for now, let's do some shout outs, shall we? Nightfall.
oh god, me first. I am Nightfall the Kitsune. Nightfall C7 is no longer my name. You will find me mostly modding for Kit on here. And occasionally I will use the site to do something else called streaming. I'm no good at it.
That's not true.
You failed your deception check.
Cheska.
Yeah, sorry.
Cheska.
Hey everybody, Trisker here. I hope you enjoyed what we got up to here. And if you need me, I'm generally modding for Kid as well. Or you'll be able to find me streaming on Mondays. Matter of fact, since I spotlighted, trying something new. So, if you want to see cute, fuzzy animals kill each other in the face, drop by.
Okay.
What? Gamsy, give us a shout out.
You'll see if you drop by Monday.
Hey there, everybody, you know me, I'm Gansy. Still getting ideas from hell. If you ever need some help coming up with stuff, you can find me on the server. I can't guarantee good ideas, but I can guarantee I'll probably give you ideas. I'll help you get your own idea. If you ever want to see me stream, I do that. If you know when, please let me know because I don't. Yeah, that's about all I got to say. I need to dip because my mother is going to bed and she's going to yell at me.
Good night, Gamsy.
Good night.
Hey, I'm Brightwind. You know me from just about every other show. It's a problem. But no, I'm Brightwind. I do art things when I don't put my hand in boiling water and be out of art for a few days. So that's fun. But no, I do character art, logo art, anything really on DeviantArt, Facebook, Twitter. Where else am I? Discord. I think that's everything. Brightwind Inc. on all of them. So yeah.
And thank you for playing, Brightwind. Delta.
Yo.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I am Delta, your resident Mad Scotsman. You'll usually find me hanging about Kit's server. Just playing Destiny, Warframe, a bunch of other games. Just give a shit if you ever want to hang out.
Yes, Gracie.
Hi, I'm Gracie, aka Birchmila, aka the Absent-Minded Halfling. I do a lot of art for Kit's channel and also a lot of tabletop shenanigans. So if you like either of those things, give me a...
Indeed. And I am the Shop-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that's devoted to lore and storytelling, world building, role playing, and discussions of those things. So, if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed the show. I will not be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow is sub day. So, if you are a sub, make sure you're on the Discord. !social will get you there. Make sure your Twitch and your Discord are linked together for all of the sub day festivities. I will be back on Twitch on Monday for GM Prep and then Souls of Iron, our weekly Fate Accelerated campaign, combining mechs and aliens in the galaxy, the likes of which you've never seen before. And thank you all so much for watching our a little adventure this evening, our open dice night for February and March. It's a lot of fun. I think these guys are having a blast. I'm certainly having fun. And for now, though, as always, I'm going to leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers to all of you, and the regulars, followers, newcomers, and the lurkers. Whether you're just having a seat by the fire, or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow for Sub Day and a new chapter. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.